This conference will now be recorded.
Hey, hi everyone. Very good morning, all. Okay,
Hi.
so fine. Like before, we have to wait a couple of more minutes. Okay, we are expecting few more guys to join. Before that, right? Before I introduce myself, okay, I would like to have a little bit of introduction about yourself, right? Are you working? Are you student? Are you trying to switch the technology from one from your, if someone is from different technology want to move to some other technology, or someone is from a different process want to move to DevOps, like a basic thing, right? Let's have an interaction. So basic interaction, so that I'll, before I proceed with my demo and my introduction, I would like to have a basic info about yourself, so that would give me a good start to proceed with my demo. Feel free, guys. It's all yours, right? Feel free to comfortable to introduce yourself. Anyone, right? Feel free, like have your.
Yeah, hi. My name is Mani. I have 6.5 years experience in IT as a SAP security. Now I'm going to switch on to DevOps. That's why I'm joining this.
Okay, great, thank you. Anyone else would like to go?
Hi, myself, I'm Dharani. I'm currently working as a front-end developer for about 3 years now. I
Okay.
I'm looking to switch the technologies and explore more options. So that's why I'm here.
Okay. Okay, great, wonderful, thank you. Anyone would like to go?
Hi, I'm Shreya. I recently graduated from ASU. I'm actually looking for um I just want to explore different fields, so that's why I'm here.
Okay. Okay, great, thank you. Anyone else would like to go? More 5 minutes will take this and we'll start. Okay. Yeah, Deepa, someone was unmuted just before. Please go ahead, right? Feel free to speak, because I want this more interactive. Only then we can understand what is DevOps, what is AWS, and where in the real time in our day-to-day life we are using this DevOps. Anyone would like to go? Okay, fine, guys. Okay, so first of all, thanks for joining. Okay, thanks for joining this course and having your time here. So, so before I proceed, right? Okay, so my name is Sagar. Okay, I've been working like I have total 10 plus years of experience in this AWS and DevOps field. Okay, I'm working currently. I'm working with Mastercard. I've worked with multiple companies. Like I started with my Wipro as a career, then I moved to TCS, then I moved to Ultimatric, then I moved to PayPal. Now I'm currently working as a Mastercard. Okay, I'm working Plus, as well as I'm a corporate trainer. I train in the corporate. I give multiple workshops. Okay, as well as train to corporate batches. Okay, corporate batches. I train to consultancy batches. Okay, is it audible now? Okay, fine.
Yes, yes,
So I
audible.
train for, yeah, corporate batches. I train for consultancy batches. We have a consultancy batches where almost 60 70 folks joins in one call. Okay, then we have, I also train for this personal institutes, like where I give. So this is my almost 39th batch in this personal institutes. Okay, where I give this training. Okay, daily morning we have batches, right? So we go with these batches and we train people. Okay, so that's a brief intro about myself. Okay, so someone have a question? Private leasing. Okay, fine. Now, so before we proceed with this demo and everything, right? So this would be our agenda. Okay, this would be our agenda. So we'll be starting with DevOps overview, then we'll speak about little bit cloud. Okay, then we'll go into the cloud of AWS, then we'll start seeing which all industries are using this. Okay, which all industries will be using your AWS and cloud. Until if you don't understand which all industries are using, how you will get the jobs, because if some industries are making use of this DevOps and cloud, only then you guys will get a job, right? So that's what we'll see, which all industries are making use of this AWS and cloud, so that when you apply jobs you'll get an idea that in which all places you have to apply the jobs. Okay, and then we'll speak about accelerating career in DevOps and AWS. How do you grow in your career with the help of this DevOps and cloud? Okay, we'll speak about that. So before we proceed with all these things, okay, just to have some clarity here. Okay, so wherever you feel, guys, please unmute me. Okay, I'll give you time to have question and a. Okay, if you feel my voice is low or I'm not audible or not audible, please stop me there and this. Okay, fine. So this is a prerequisite for DevOps, but not a hard prerequisite. I'm saying it's a basic prerequisite. Okay. So as you guys, someone might be working already in the IT field, someone who is from a different background, someone is a fresher. Okay. So very first thing, guys. Okay, you're entering into the world of IT. So have little bit of your time and patience, because it's where your practice makes you perfect. Same way here we require some time and patience to spend here. Okay, that's a very basic thing we require. And second thing is basics of Linux and shell scripting. So it's not a hard prerequisite, but as you move in the industry of IT, any real-time application is built on Linux platform. So the learning of the operating system is important, and we'll be teaching you that. That is as part of our course. Okay, I'll walk you through the course content as well. We'll be covering very scratch. This course is completely from the scratch. You don't require any hard prerequisite. I'm just mentioning this is what is required, but it is not a hard prerequisite. I will be coming from very scratch. Everything is from the scratch. You don't need any background or any kind of a prerequisite which you need to prepare yourself and come here. It's all from the scratch. Then anyone who is passionate to kickstart their career with DevOps can attend this program. There is no hard requisite that someone is from so and so background, someone is from Bradley. So it's all, anyone is very passionate, is able to learn this subject, able to crack a subject, definitely get a jobs. Because we have students who are from MBBS backgrounds, from MBA backgrounds. We have students who's working in Google Maps, they are learning this one, and then they're cracking the jobs. We have a freshers from BCom background, not BSc. I'm saying BCom, not BTech also. BCom background students are learning this, they're cracking the interviews. So there is no such hard stop that you require this kind of a education or this kind of this is from the scratch you can learn. Then very first and most important thing, no programming language, no coding. Okay, people might be worried about or scared about that. Do we have programming? Do we going to learn any kind of a coding here? There's no coding, there's no programming knowledge required. It's all pure DevOps tools. We are going to learn completely DevOps tools. There's no programming, no coding. Okay. Then Anyone who is graduate, undergraduate, backend developers, web developers, or someone is from different technology, non-background IT technology, can attend this program. There's no hard prerequisite. It's all how do you groom yourself, how do you prepare for your skills of this DevOps, and how do you crack your interview. That's where, if you are able to crack the interview, no one will bother about your background. Okay, no one will bother about your. It's all like you require minimum 12 plus 3 years of education, right? That is what India asks. One is your intermediate, which you do after 10th, and 3 plus of any, it's any degree you have, it's fine. It's 3 years, 4 years, anything, right? You're from MBA, or you have done 6 years of education of your schooling, it's fine. Okay, now, so this is the course outline. This is where how we start. These are the modules, right? Very first, we'll walk you through the introduction of DevOps world. Okay, when we start our courses. So this will be for minimum 3 days we spend here, because understanding of DevOps is very important, because it's not only about theoretical, it's about your understanding, so that tomorrow when you sit in an interview of the manager round, the very first manager is not a technical guy. He will not ask you any kind of technical questions. He'll ask you about the process, how it works. And also, when you join a company and your position grows for a team lead, there this understanding makes a lot of difference. Okay, so we have, when we interview people, right? So very first we ask, what is your understanding about DevOps, and why this DevOps is important. If they don't have an answer, proper answer, we stop the interview there itself. We don't proceed, even if we have a good technical knowledge, good commanding. No, if you don't know about the subject, the meaning of the subject, the understanding of the technology which you're going to work, what is the use of proceeding with that. So this makes more important. Okay, because we have seen people getting rejected at the manager round. Even after clearing the technical rounds, people get rejected. So that's the reason we have put here as a very first module, because it helps you in all these places, your interviews, your manager rounds, your understanding about the complete DevOps world, right? That is important. Then Linux administration, we have a good course. It's not a basic, it's a good amount of time we are spending here. Okay, we have the course content, you can refer this. Each and every thing which is required as part of DevOps, that is covered here. Okay, then your DevOps tools, we have 15 plus tools which we are covering here, which is industry demanding today. So as per the market standards, we are proceeding with these tools. Then we have AWS cloud engineering. We'll be teaching you complete end-to-end administration part, and then interview guidance. So this course is designed to start from scratch, guys. It is not that something you click in AWS the buttons and it's done, right? It's from the scratch. We are teaching everything from the scratch, open source, right? It's not that somewhere some hard procedure is there, someone is prepared. Everything is from official websites will teach you. Fine. And this interview guidance also will spend good amount of time, because here is the end goal is what, cracking the interview. We are not here to write some exam and close this DevOps there itself, right? It's like learning for 3 months, writing an exam and coming out, right? It's going to be a lifelong, right? Next at least 20-30 years you will have a plan to work in industry, right? For that 20-30 years, prepare this interview guidance once, because again after 2 years, 3 years, you'll be planning. Some people might have a plan to jump to some other company for some good hike. So in that situation, this will help you, right? So these are the set of tools which we are going to cover. This is the course overview tools, okay, where we cover the Linux shell scripting, GitHub, okay, Git command line and GitHub both, Maven, SonarCube, Nexus, Tomcat, Jenkins, Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes, okay, Terraform, complete logging stack, okay, ELK stack, monitoring stack, we have Grafana, Prometheus, Alert Manager, okay, and then your cloud engineering. Okay, all these are mentioned in your course content. Apart from this, guys, in between, right, every 5 tools I'll make sure I'll give you a project outline, so that you guys can test your knowledge here, right? Wherever you feel, okay, I'll be showing this as well in my day-to-day classes wherever we complete. At the end, I'll tell you how to do this one, as well as will be doing this parallelly. Okay, so this is important, because it's not just, never a project is built in one day, guys. Not like end of the course after do 2 months of course and then you sit in a project. No, why don't you start the project in between, and complete till the end, so that you'll get a good project till the end, so that you'll get a hands-on, you'll get a end-to-end clarity. Okay, project is not that something you submit to someone or something. It's for your practice, it's for your understanding, it's for your make your hands free. Okay, so that you get end-to-end knowledge out of this. So this is planned in such a way. Fine. Now, like I'm jumping to the course content, then we'll take question and A for 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll proceed. Fine. So let me just zoom this one. Fine. So this is your course content where we cover all these tools. Okay, and this is the agenda where we start with the complete DevOps introduction, because this theory makes a lot of difference in the interview, as well as when you want some, let's suppose you want to do some R&D in some new tool, you'll get an idea where this tool will fit in my entire life cycle of the DevOps, right? So that makes a difference. And then we start from the scratch. Every technical thing is start from the scratch. You don't need any kind of a background. Even if you have a background of technical, non-technical, or you don't have anything, you're a very fresher, it's fine. We are starting from scratch. That's the reason this operating system is kept from the scratch. We are learning about everything in the scratch. Okay, all these topics will be covered as part of Linux, where how to create a Linux, how to install your Linux, how to start your software installation, how do you manage your user management, right? Then how do you do a backup recovery, how do you change a permission, how do you log into machine, right? Everything is covered from the basics. Then we'll jump into your Git versioning control, right? Which version control system, where everywhere behind every tool there is a scenario based question, because my end goal is to crack your interview. Because guys should, when you leave this course, you guys should have a confidence to speak in the front of the interviewer and crack that scenario based questions. Okay, because what happens is, whenever we see a new person sitting in front of us, when we interact in interview, there's a little bit of fear, right? What he's going to ask, what kind of a question he's going to make, what kind of a scenario based questions are going to come, whether I'll tackle that or not. So why don't you prepare it now? Spend your time, read how to answer a question. When a guy speaks, when a guy asks you about a question, how do you answer the question? I'll tell you the format of the question, so that your answer will be little bit lengthy and that person will be satisfied with your answer, right? So how do we do that? That is also covered as part of this. Then we go to Maven tool. Everywhere installation from the scratch, guys. I am installing each and every tool from the scratch. I'll be getting the software in front of you from the internet, downloading from internet and installing it. It's not that we have some softwares by it somewhere else, and then you do your practical, that time you feel that this software is not working, something is taught something else, and we have done something else. It's not. Everything is from the internet tomorrow, so that even in the journey of your complete DevOps or your whole life, if you're next 30 years, if you're 25 years or 30 years and you're planning to be in the DevOps in the industry for next 50-55 years, same procedure will be there, because there is no competition for DevOps in the market. Still, there is no such tool which can compete DevOps process anywhere, right? No such technology has come in the market, right? Now, next is your Sonar Cube. Jenkins is very in depth. Okay, then your Ansible is very okay. We have kept each and everything in the Ansible so that we can cover, because this is a trending tool in the market and people are demanding for automation, so you'll be doing this automation. Fine. Then you have your Tomcat, then you have a Docker and Kubernetes. Okay, Docker and Kubernetes is there here, where we're doing here. And then your cloud engineering. Okay, cloud is also from very scratch. Everything is from the scratch, everything is provided here. Okay, fine. Now come back to your bonus, right? We'll be teaching you Terraform, all your monitoring tools. Okay, all your monitoring tools will be covered here. And then most important thing is your interview preparation, your resume preparation, what to put your points. Okay, maybe you'll get a lot of stuff from the internet, but how do you put it and how do you remember what you have put it in the interview? That is also important, because we have seen people copy paste from the internet, and when we ask them about some topic or about some a question is raised, they say we don't know, but that content is kept in interview. So how do you avoid making mistakes in your resume? Okay, and how do you prepare your resume by yourself, right? That is important. Then we'll speak about the questions related to interview. And then most important round, self introduction round, guys. This is the very 10 minutes, just the 10 minutes of the first 10 minutes of the interview is very critical. There is where your capability is seen. If the 10 minutes is wrong, the complete interview is gone, right? The next 20 minutes is just a formality. So we see the 10 minutes the guy is telling about himself, that 10 minutes is important, because in the 10 minutes I will see if he's capable to work with my company or not. If that 10 minutes he doesn't speak about himself very well, he doesn't keep his technical things very well, that means next 20 minutes is just a formality, so that the guy should not feel bad, because the 10 minutes is critical, guy. The 10 minutes your all capabilities known, so self introduction makes a lot of difference. Based on that only the technical rounds are proceeded. Okay, now then the technical rounds. Okay, how do you answer these technical rounds and how do you tackle? It's not that you interview should manage you, interview person should manage you, it's you should manage interview person by not asking much questions. So that is where, do not give one line answers, guys. We have seen students or even some working professionals, when someone asks you something they give a one line answer. It's not definition we require, it's your understanding is required. So put a small one line of definition, start with an example, start with why, what if I use this particular concept, what benefit I'm going to get. So keep your answer minimum 30 seconds, at least 30 to 45 seconds. There is where the interview will get a confidence that this person has a good knowledge and is very matured in answering any questions and understanding the question. So there is where you miss your technical rounds. Okay, then your HR round. How do you, what a trick to negotiate your salary, because HRs are very smart. They know how to get the resource in very less amount, very less salary, so that the budget can be reduced of the company. But how do you tackle in a very positive way? Do not get angry, do not get upset there. It's all your trick, it's in your hand. How do you, okay, how do you get your salary? By speaking it very smoothly, you take in a very simple manner, keep things very simple. But there are some tricks which you need to apply. Then someone is from non-technical or someone is from a fresher who doesn't know scratch, will tell him how to groom his non-technical skills into technical. Okay, everything will go genuinely. It's all your resume, guys. How do you prepare resume? Even if you're working 6 years as some other technology, you want to go completely with the DevOps, that is possible. It's all your resume which can help you. Okay, then grooming on behavioral and mindset change is very important. Why? Because people always tend to fear to say no, fear to say no any answer if they don't know, right? But that, how that no can be, how the no can be the answer of the negative, which we say no, the no is negative, right? How can you make that no in a positive way, so that people or the interviewer will get the confidence in you that this person is very curious to learn things. He has a good zeal among the things where he want to take things in a positive direction, and he is looking for his career development. So that is also important, because what happens is, like, people, what they do a mistake, they work for 3 years or some other technology or process, and suddenly what they do, 3 years they keep a process, and 1 year they keep DevOps. Will you get a call? No. Why don't you convert everything into DevOps? What is wrong in converting DevOps? Who is going to check in your old previous company that did you work in DevOps or did you work in your previous organization? That designation doesn't matter, guys. It's all your capability, how well the interview goes, how well the interview is satisfied. If he's satisfied, that is just a HR formality. HR will make some questions. It's all in your hand. How do you manage it? It's trick, right? If you can manage HR, things will go well, right? So don't worry about your background, right? If you tell about yourself, something you tell about yourself, only the people will know. Otherwise, people will not know about yourself, right? It's you who is relieving, who is revealing the things about yourself. If you say that I am not a technical, non-technical person, it's always a non-technical person. Because see, the mindset change is very important. Change your mindset, change your behavioral skills. That makes a lot of difference. Okay, fine. Then, what are the additional things I'm going to give you? Your running notes, your diagrams, your documents, your recorded videos, your scenario based questions, and the resumes, whatever we're going to discuss here, that it will give. And real time web application, right? We'll give you a project where you can do. Already we are doing 6 projects, right? At the end, you'll see that all the 6 projects, when you combine, you get a good outcome of that. That would be a real project, because in the one day you can never build a project. It's highly impossible, right? Like you work for 2 months and last 1 week you put all the effort. No, why don't you put the effort from the beginning? That makes more difference, right? Okay, guys, so now I'll take a pause here before we proceed with other things. So I'll take a pause. I'll give you some 10 minutes or 15 minutes of time. Let's have a questioning. Then we'll proceed. Okay. Okay, guys. It's your stage is all yours. If you have any kind of questions, before that, right? If any questions related to course fees, your timings, or any other thing related to this course, right? You can ask. Only come to the subject about your DevOps, about your AWS, about your career, about your interview. You ask a questions. But any other questions related to your timings, your what are the course fees or anything else, right? Please reach out to institutes. They'll post their what do you say? They start posting their okay their numbers and everything. You can reach out to them. The course content will go to minimum 2 to 2.5 year to a minimum 2 months, I will say, but I'll keep a half a month buffer because there will be a situation where we need to repeat topics if someone doesn't understand, or there be a situation where if there is any public holiday, it might extend, right? So timing of the classes is morning 6 o'clock because there are a lot of US folks also joining here, so we have 6 o'clocks. Okay, 6 p.m. Sorry, 6 a.m. is the time, India IST time. Okay, fine. 6 to we'll have 7:30. Like initial days we'll go with 6 to 7 only. Slowly we'll increase the time because we don't want to run with the course. So we go slowly initially so that any person who is from different background can pick up us. So once they are comfortable, we'll start with this. Okay, fine. So course duration is 2.5 months. Again, I'm saying 2 months. Okay, 2 months. I'll put here and half half month. That is like more 10 days. I'll keep a buffer. Okay, this is for buffer in case any kind of public holidays or any kind of things are there, or we want to report the classes with it. Okay, we don't provide AWS account. We'll tell you how to use a free account. Okay, we'll tell you on how to manage without billing anything. We'll tell you how to. Okay, is the DevOps and cloud same? A DevOps engineer require both the skills. Okay, DevOps and cloud both work hand in hand. So both requires hand in hand to work. Okay. Yes, I can give you the complete course will help you in your AWS certification. Only certification should has to be done, guys. Do remember one thing. Do not think certification will give you a job. If someone is saying you're certified, I'm giving you a job, then it is a false statement. Okay, remember that's a false statement. It's all your interview how you crack. Certification when you do, when you require a career progression, that means when you're going to a team lead position, manager position, you're applying for a position where there are competitors sitting, like suppose your colleagues also sitting for a promotion, you're also sitting in that situation. One step will help you as a certification will help you to get a promotion, but do not think certification will give you a job because at the end you have to crack the interview. So if someone is saying he's certified is well and good, no, your knowledge is checked because end of the day you're going to work real time. Okay, yes, you'll get everything in the real time because what is this DevOps? In-depth of knowledge of Linux is provided. In-depth of knowledge of Linux is provided. Okay, what can you get a real-time projects? Yes, one thing about the beautification of your DevOps and cloud is that what you're going to learn here, the same is there in your industry. What you're going to, again I'm repeating, what are the look and feel, what are the command, each and every command you're going to type here, or what are the concept you're going to learn here, same concept, same logic is applied there. It's not like you learn something here, implement something there. No, no, it is not there. Okay, so remember guys, what are we going to teach you, everything is there in the industry as it is. It's not like your Java, you learn the concept here, apply the logic something there, again you go and search in internet. No, this is very straightforward. The course, that's the reason multiple people are joining, multiple people are coming to us for this training. Okay, that's the reason it is required. Yes. Any major difference between Azure and DevOps? So there is no major difference, both the clouds are same, but only thing is this AWS is a most market leading, and 90% of the jobs are in your AWS only. So Azure is now grooming slowly. It will take a longer time to come in the market because as you know the Microsoft product, how well the Microsoft product works. So that's the reason AWS has multiple services and people are demanding for this cloud because all your real time, your Netflix, your Prime, your YouTube, everything is working on DevOps. Okay guys, everything, each and every application running on DevOps. sorry, your DevOps and your cloud both. Storage is cloud and the website is maintained for DevOps. We'll speak about that. Fine. Any more questions? Coding is needed? No, coding is not needed. Linux is very in depth. Okay. Is this core target for DevOps practitioners fundamental certification? Yes, it's not only for fundamentals, it's for advanced level of as well. This course is done not for the basic people. Also, it is done for the experience. That means from the fresher till the 10 plus years of experience, people can have the knowledge of this course, because it's not that we teach for freshers separately and this is not separately. Everything right from the fresher to the experience, this course is, because this course, whatever you're learning today should be with you for next 20 years, guys. That's why I'm stretching that word again, 20 years, because it's a journey of 20 years. It's not 20, 25 years, 30 years. If you are very fresher who is 18 plus or is 20 years, this journey will be at least next until he get retires. Till that, this technology will be there, because I'll tell you, where are you using this in your real time? You guys are using it early morning, you wake up, you use this applications which are running on DevOps and AWS. That's the reason the market is growing. The jobs are, lot of jobs are getting open. People are running behind, people are switching to DevOps. Why there are good amount of technology in the market, why only DevOps? People are why switching? That's the reason this course is demanding, because this goes with the population. As the population increases, the demand for the AWS and cloud increases. Right now there is only 6 a.m class. Okay, there's no other class going on right now. Okay, so right now we don't have, you can speak to institute, but currently there is only my class is going at 6 a.m only. Fine. Any more questions, guys? I answered all the questions. Guide completing. Okay. Any more questions? Can we go in depth of CI/CD pipelines? Yes, we have CI/CD pipelines. We'll be teaching you in depth of CI/CD pipelines. That is what you're going to do a project, right? I'll tell you how to proceed with your end-to-end things. How do you chain your complete CI/CD pipelines? Because that is the end goal, right? That is where you do the automation. That is where we learn your CI/CD pipelines. Anything else, guys? Any more questions? If I can help you. More 5 minutes. I'll wait. If no questions, let's proceed. Okay. Course fee and everything will come by institute, guys. I request institute people, if there is a Lakshmi ma'am or Vijaya ma'am, please post your numbers here. Okay, please post your number or your website or anything, right, so that people can contact you. Okay, please send a message to students so that they can contact you. Okay, course Jenkins is also there, guys. Right after this course, you'll get this agenda. Okay, you'll get this agenda. I'll forward this agenda to you so that you can have it. Okay. Okay, right now there is no, already all the courses are filled, because there's a lot of demand coming for us. Okay, for our institute, and people are waiting in queue. Already people are waiting in queue. Okay, the lot of, already it is filled, right? Because this is the month of your holidays, right? Most of the people from US, different regions, people connect for us, right? That is the reason it is there. For right now it is 6 a.m IST only. Okay, but you can contact to institute in case you want any change. I don't know if anything is running, if they can provide you. Fine. Okay, fine. So any more questions? Any tools we are learning is open source or paid? Everything is open source, guys. Everything is open source. That's why I told you, right? I'm teaching you from the scratch. It's not that you get a hard tool somewhere else and today you learn something. Everything is open source. Everything is from the scratch. Okay, fine. Any more questions? Okay, fine, guys. If let's proceed with this. Then again at the end we'll open, in between again I'll open a question and a for you. Fine. Okay. So now, guys, what is DevOps, right? So let's understand this. I'm not going to teach you subject anywhere. First understand that, guys, whenever you join a course, very first thing what you need to do is understand that whether this course will fit me or not, whether there are multiple jobs available for this course. Because if you learn the course and there are no job openings, what is use of course? Because when you're starting a journey, in that journey you should figure out, like, what if I learn this course today, will this help me next 20-30 years? Is my job stable for next 20-30 years? That you need to figure out. That is where you have to spend a lot of time. It's not about the subject. When you go to a BTech college, you just select the, either you select computers, you select, if you select what you select your electronics, civil, or any other background, right? Or same way, if you go for a degree or anything, you select one of the background. But do you know the entire subject in that? Do you know each and every concept what is used? You don't know, right? You go blindly and sit for 4 years. You sit for 93 years, 4 years, and you complete the subject, where you get a certification. Now, when you're starting a course, why don't you experiment the same thing? Why don't you experiment when you're starting a journey? It's not that, right, you complete the course, after end of this course you work for 1 year and this DevOps technology is shut down. What will happen? Again you have to roam to the institutes, get a new course, start learning it. That should not be a journey. Always remember, when you learn something, see the frequency of jobs, see the frequency of jobs going in the future as well. It's not just currently. Some technology came, it boomed a very high, suddenly it went down due to some issue. That happened in the industry. It happened a lot of things which came, which worked, okay, and which shut down as well. That should not be the situation, because this DevOps has come very long. It is running till now and it will run till the life of your website. Okay, where this DevOps is used also I'll tell you in the real time. Let's have a basic definition, then we'll switch to our real time example. Where, because I'll make sure I'll touch the word DevOps in your life. In your day-to-day life, you guys are using this DevOps. In the day-to-day life, you're going to using this AWS. Okay. Before that, what is this DevOps? This keyword, why they bought this keyword and why there's a capital O here? Do we write in any of the statement? Do we make a capital letter in between the word? We don't make it, right? That we don't follow any of the dictionary. Any of the dictionary doesn't follow. Okay. Why we are using this one? So this keyword DevOps, dev stands for your developer, ops stands for operation. Operations guy means your DevOps engineer, cloud engineer, or you can say DevOps admins, any admins. People give you a different name. End of the day, it's a DevOps engineer. Don't feel someone will give you SRE, site reliable engineer, someone will say DevOps engineer, some will say cloud engineer. You're a DevOps engineer. End of the day, you're DevOps engineer. Fine. Operation people. And this developer can be a Java developer, .NET developer, a web front-end developer, it can be database engineer, anything, right? It can be anything. So this DevOps keyword were found with two teams, development team and operation teams. Okay, where operation teams we fall, where a DevOps engineers will fall here. And what is this DevOps now? What is the benefit of this DevOps? What is this definition of this DevOps? DevOps is a process. DevOps is a process, it's a practice, it's a culture, it's a philosophy of operation and development engineers participate together in the entire life cycle. Okay, why I'm saying a DevOps is a process? Just now I told it's a technology. Now you're getting confused, right? I agree, guys. There's a technology, but this DevOps, when do you think DevOps came in the market? It is a very oldest technology, guy. 1915, but people didn't recognize it. People started recognize few years back, and now it is booming in the market in such a way, because this all tools which you're learning, it's very long tools, very available, very long in the market, but people never recognize. Because now as the population is growing, and population will grow, population will never stop. That's why when the population is growing, your DevOps and cloud will grow. Okay, why it will grow, and we'll speak about it. Before that, this DevOps is a process where operation and development team work together to build a quality product. So end goal is what with the DevOps? Any company you go, do they use only a technology? What is the end goal of a company? For selling a product, building a product, implementing a product, or they want to sell a product? That is a goal of the company, right? You are a part of a company's technology where you work on the cloud and your DevOps tools. Likewise, developers has a one part. So all this technology will fall, and then people will use to build their technology to sell their product in the market. So now this DevOps process was brought into picture, where they wanted a quality product to build. That means simple, right? If you want to build a phone, or if you want to build a laptop, you want to build a TV, you want to build a AC, anything, any product you take, you want to build a car, what do you require? You require planning, because planning is important. What kind of planning you'll do, what kind of a features, what should be the design, okay, how the different features in the car should be there, how different features in a laptop phone should be there, what should be the color and everything, right? Design, you're gathering requirement, everything. Then you start building that product with some, any kind of a coding is there, any kind of a mechanical stuff is there, you start building it. Then what do, you start testing the product, you start deploying that product in the live environment, so that how the website is going to build, how the website is going to behave, how your phone is going to behave when we start installing apps, all the deployments you'll do it. Then you start maintaining it, then you take a feedback for the customer when you release this product in the market. Then you start monitoring that product, because monitoring plays an important role. So all this is life cycle, guys. A product life cycle, a DevOps life cycle. That is where it is called DevOps life cycle, because if you want to build a quality product today, you have to plan that product in a very good manner. Okay, otherwise, will you buy a car, olden cars where there are no ACs, no 360-degree cameras, no sunroof, no kind of for air, okay, proper ADAS model? Now it is giving, right, driving assistance is coming, different modules are coming, right? Same way your phone, will you buy a Nokia phone, older phone, there's no touch screen, there's no good cameras, will you buy it? No, right? Because that's the reason any product you build in the market requires a DevOps. Now I am telling that DevOps is a process. It requires development operation team work together to build a quality product and using an entire life cycle. Now, when I'm saying so many examples I took, right? Phone I took, electrical I took your car. Now understand, if DevOps is you, every company is using this process, or every industry is using this process, understand how many jobs you'll get. Okay, this is a simple definition of DevOps, where if you want to build a quality product, you require definitely a proper life cycle. That life cycle is provided by DevOps, and behind this life cycle your DevOps tools are sitting. Understand that behind this life cycle each and every DevOps tool is sitting. We'll speak about that in some time. Fine. Now this is the definition, right? First, now understand, guys, now understand that take an example of simple, take an example of simple, okay, take an example, okay, take an example of simple. Yeah, amazon.com, right? You have amazon.com, you have your YouTube, okay, you have your YouTube, okay, you have your Prime, okay, you have your Netflix, okay, Netflix is there, right? So now imagine, how do you think this is 24 by 7 up? How this website is 24 by 7 up? How it is possible it is 24 by 7 up? Not in fraction of seconds. And this is just .com, guys. There is something in the US, people have that .us, UK people have US. Worldwide it is running. Okay, your YouTube, how do you think this YouTube is there worldwide? Okay, how this is there worldwide, how it is running worldwide, right? So many people are creating the music, gaming and everything, right? How the people are using all these things? Where do you think? Do you think you open your mobile phone and this YouTube is opening in your mobile phone because all the videos are stored in your mobile phone? Where is this data, so much of data kept? Okay, it's not 1% data. People are creating the account. See, I created my account. This is I have my channel, I have created my account. Likewise, multiple people are creating their uploading accounts. Multiple people are uploading videos, movies. Okay, everything is there. Where the data is kept? Data is kept in AWS, guys. So imagine, if the population is increasing, a number of accounts are getting created, you require a cloud. And who will manage cloud? DevOps engineer. Now, how do you think this YouTube is 24 by 7 up? This is up because of your DevOps tools. Because of all your DevOps tool which you're learning at the year, all these DevOps tools are responsible for your, all your DevOps tools are responsible for making this website 24 by 7 up. I'll tell you where it is shown, the data is shown. How I'll prove this, it is maintaining. Then your Prime, so many videos are there, so many videos, so many movies, so many web series. How the data is kept? This data is highly important to keep in your phone. Your Instagram, right, guys? Check your Instagram. Daily you're using Instagram. Do you think Instagram reels are kept there? Instagram has its cloud. That cloud is your AWS. Instagram cloud is there. So this Instagram is also biggest gain of your movies, right? Worldwide. Okay. Why it is down? Okay. Is the internet? Okay. Netflix is down for some reason, or maybe I am typing something wrong. Fine. So likewise, understand your Instagram, your everything, right? All this real time whatever using your milk basket, milk is coming online today. Your Zepto is also coming online, everything is delivered. That means every sector now understand that it's not one industry, guys. DevOps is not in one industry. Okay, DevOps is not there in one industry. Understand, it's not only your software companies, your automobile companies. Can you buy all the car spare part today online? You can purchase the cars online. Okay, you can sell your cars online. Your cars, right? Any car, right? Okay. Okay, you go for every car has its own website. Every car has its own website. Any car you go today have its website. Who will manage this website? DevOps engineer. Where the data is stored? AWS cloud. So understand that, guys. Everywhere, anywhere you go today, you require a website. It can be a milk basket, it can be of your vegetables, it can be your e-commerce website, you can insurance, your banking is there online, right? Your net banking, you're opening any net banking you open today, it's online. It's not, right? Net banking, you just keep net banking, multiple HDFC, ICICI, Union, Kotak, multiple banks are there. Okay, unknown banks are there. Everyone require on website. Where who is managing this website? DevOps engineer. Now understand how many jobs openings you have, guys. Now understand how many jobs you have. Software, you have a job. Automobile industry, you have insurance. You can buy insurance. Is there insurance person coming to your home today? Insurance is also online. Website is required. Financial institutes, your loan department, your credit card department, debit card department. Where is it is coming from? Online. Okay. Banking, internet banking, everything is online, right? Your social media, your Instagram, WhatsApp. Do you think WhatsApp, all the data is stored in your phone? No. WhatsApp groups and everything are now moving to cloud. Everything is cloud, right? That's the reason today people like understand as the population is growing, the social media will grow definitely. People will use make of banking. People will make use of your software, insurance everywhere. Okay, your education is going online, e-commerce going online. Now imagine, right? Take a simple example I'll give you. Early morning, you wake up, right? You wake up and open Instagram. Where is this Instagram running? It is running online, right? On the website is their website. Though it is an application, it is online only, right? So now that website is running of Instagram, that application is running. Where is the data kept? So many reels, photos, everything. It's in AWS. How the website is 24 by 7? How that Instagram is 24 by 7? Whenever you open it, it works because of your DevOps tools, which is maintaining that website 24 by 7 with some Docker Kubernetes technology or Tomcat, right? How do you think, right? Have you ever imagined this website, whenever this Amazon has a sale, they'll give a timer 000 o'clock. At 12 o'clock, just one refresh you do, complete website changes, original prices will go and they'll give you a discount prices. So many big application, guys. Imagine how many tabs are there, how many things are there. In the music only, how many tabs are there? Just imagine how many big website it is. How it is possible, but single change within fraction of seconds because of a DevOps. Tomcat is sitting, guys. Tomcat creates one single war and it pushes there. That is where your DevOps tools are powerful. That's the reason industry is demanding DevOps, because everything is online today. And going future, your milk, your vegetables, your everything is going to online. Okay, you don't people will not ever shop because on-site online websites are given a lot of discounts. People are going there, right? So everything is online. Just understand the real time, guys. It's not about some companies using a DevOps technology, I'm going to work there. No, understand, because simple, right? You have a 3 years child. Let's suppose a 3 years child is there, he's not eating food. What people are showing today? YouTube. You have all the cartoons, right? Kids cartoons are there, right? Kids cartoons are there, kids videos for your, okay, kids cartoons and everything are here. People are using 3 years, guys, making use of this, guys. Imagine next 30 years he will use this YouTube, because every day at least 1 lakh child will be born. 1 lakh, at least minimum 1 lakh people will be born, children will be born worldwide. People will be using this. I'm speaking about worldwide, not India. Worldwide I'm speaking. So everywhere people will be using. And after 3 years, 4 years, he start making the reels, Instagram reels. He'll having a WhatsApp, he'll have, because now schools, people school children have their phones. That time we never had a phone only. So now they have a phone. Now understand, if 3 years child or 4 years child is creating his Instagram account, next 30 40 years he'll maintain. Now it's a trend for senior citizens, they also have Instagram groups. They have here WhatsApp groups. People are using WhatsApp groups, right? to connect their older friends wherever they are located in the countries or different countries. People are hanging there. Now understand, if these many websites are coming, this many data is coming, this much data has to be stored. Where it will store? In AWS cloud. Who will maintain this 24/7? Because people are paying subscription for YouTube. You have a subscription model where you don't get ads and people pay for amount. People pay for a Prime, because company Prime is a Amazon Prime. This Amazon companies begin this Prime, right? They have to make sure the subscription users should not, website should not go down. Okay, so all this, how it is 24/7, this is because of your DevOps tools. Now understand, right? I'll give you a journey to start. How to start? Go and search company using DevOps tools, because if I keep it materialistic things, I keep in a PPT, it will be just a which I am promoting something, I am marketing something. No, that should not be the case. It should be you who are going to work in the company, you are going to work with this technology, you are going to get the salary. So now it's your time to figure out whether how much scope is there for DevOps. So understand how many companies using DevOps tools. If company is not using DevOps tools, who will give you a job? Imagine, right? Imagine that companies is, if company is not using DevOps tools, who will give you a job? Right? Understand the technology scope, guys. Okay, which all companies? Amazon, Bistro, your GitLab, everything companies using, right? Understand the salaries. Okay, best companies using DevOps, right? Company, how many companies using? 77 organization using DevOps. Still 25% companies are moving to DevOps. There is a scope for moving DevOps, right? People are moving. Your Google, okay, a future job. Understand how many companies. It's not that, right? How many industries, in which all industries is there? All the industries companies are using. Understand that it's not one industry. Reason for this demo, any demo you attend, guys, it's not the subject you learn, however, but after learning the subject, in between you feel that this course is not good, what will happen? Your timing, you're wasting your time, you're wasting your money, right? So understand that first. How many industries I'll get a job? Do you think Benz company will get a job? Okay, you have a Benz, right? Bharat Benz, which is the most, okay, your C class, A class vehicles are there, top vehicles. You see your Mahindra, you get Mahindra and Mahindra company, we have DevOps jobs in everywhere. It's not only your automobile, everywhere DevOps job is there, because the process of the DevOps is so strong that people are demanding to use these tools in their complete life. Okay, because everyone require a website, everyone required to sell their product online. Nowadays online is a trend, so as soon as the website will create, the jobs will arise. Okay, Ola came into market. In the Ola company, DevOps required. Okay, Uber came into market, Uber is required. Now what are the companies are going? Startup companies are coming everywhere. You require a job. Geo came. Do you think Geo, Airtel Geo also have DevOps engineer jobs? Why? Because Airtel has the biggest website, Airtel has the biggest. Extreme is open now. Geo Fiber, Geo Ghana, Geo Cinema. Everywhere is a website, guys. Understand how many websites are there? Who will maintain so much of data, so much of movies? So understand this trend is important. It's not that simply you select a course and I'm getting a salary. No. First understand how many companies are using your AWS. See your biggest company, McDonald's is using. Have you imagined McDonald's will use? Customer data is kept here, guys. Who ordered when he ordered, all their website information, all their data, everything is kept, right? Which all companies, Tata, how much salaries they're paying, everything is here, right? Netflix is using for a compute of your. So understand, guys, Hotstar is using your AWS. Okay, your Facebook is using, your Paytm is using, PUBG, you play PUBG game, right? That is your company is using. OTT platforms are using. So understand, guys, okay, understand that how much it will pay for you, how much it will pay for you, how many companies. If companies don't use this AWS cloud, no need of learning, right? Where you'll get a job? Just a course. Why do you want to learn a course? So this is where you need to search. Any course you guys goes, you join us, you don't join us, it's not a problem, right? Only thing is that first understand that when you're starting a journey in this AWS and DevOps, if the companies are not using, how you, this is the first step you have to understand. This is the first step you have to spend your time here, right? See how much people are spending in AWS. How much they're spending? 19 billion. 19 billion. These many billions people are spending on their AWS. Now understand how many jobs will arise if these people are spending so much of customers they have, how much of data they have to maintain, how many DevOps engineers are required. So there is where you need to figure out, right? Also check your salaries. I will not tell you salaries. Go and search your salaries in India, right? If you are from India or US, open the latest websites of the year and check how much salaries you will get. Minimum a fresher is getting 6 lakhs guys today. A basic fresher service based company, a fresher is getting 6 lakhs, and a service based company, if you hit the interview, you will get 13 to 14 lakhs minimum. 12 to between 12 to 14 lakhs minimum you'll get a salary. I'm speaking about fresher. And what is the market for the salaries today? 4 into 3. Minimum is 4 into 3 guys, like not 4 into 3, experience into 3. Experience, if you have if you have 2 years of experience into 3, okay, into 3, which is 6 years, right? 6 lakhs. So by default fresher is giving 6. After 1 year he'll get the same salary. After, if you have 4 years experience into 3, 12 lakhs service based. But if you are a product based guy, you will get minimum you should get 16 lakhs for a 4 years experience. Just understand how much a 10 years experience guys will get, or 8 years experience guys will get. So understand that salary markets, it's not only the only doesn't matter your salary, it also matters your company stocks. They'll give you company stocks where it will grow and you'll get a bulk amount in that. That is also, you get, some companies give that one. So salary is negotiated in different ways. Don't think the salary is little bit left. See the additional benefit. You're getting insurance, you're getting some different coupons, you're getting free food, you're getting free transport services, you're getting different services, right? All this is also calculated. So understand. And one best thing about this DevOps is, you'll understand, you get to know your salary before you apply a job. You'll get to know the salary. That is one of the best thing, right? After applying the job, you're not satisfied coming a salary. No, that kind of situation not there. You'll get a salary, and further you can negotiate more salary on top of that, okay? Because the market is demanding now. Market, you go and search here, right? How much is the scope for DevOps, how many jobs are openings, everything, right? Daily put, and not say, right, walk-ins. Put your walk-ins, how many walk-ins. This Saturday also there were walk-ins in Hyderabad night. Everywhere walk-ins are there. How many walk-ins are there? See here, 22 hours ago, how many there full-time jobs. Multiple companies are there guys. It's almost, in just in Hyderabad there are 5,000 plus companies. Now can't you get a job out of this 5,001 companies? Imagine. Do not go on someone words. Experience, you experience. Your experience matters, not someone's opinion matters. It's not someone's knowledge matters, it's all your experience. You experience something and then you proceed. That makes a lot of difference. Okay, fine. So let's come back to our this one. Okay, any more questions for that? Okay, this is our questions. Fine. Now at least you got 1% where DevOps is used. Early morning you're waking up, all the applications you're using running behind DevOps. Now imagine if the population is today is certain populations there, definitely population will increase. Definitely population will increase, people will be using that. Population is never going to stop, right? Never the customer data is going to stop. Everywhere the data is important guys. If your data is not there, it is most difficult stuff to run the business. So that's the reason the DevOps is very important for running, keeping your application 24 by 7. Again I'm saying no coding. I'm not going to write any of the code, I'm not going to build the application. I'm just going to deploy this application, I'm going to create this application. But the coding is not run by. There are some tools which will build your application, give it to you. You're not going to touch any coding you're not going to touch it. Again I'm saying no coding, no Java language, no web development, no kind of a Python, nothing, right? No coding, no coding is not required. Everything is pure DevOps tools. And imagine, I just listed 10-20 websites. There are 100,000 websites in the market. So how many companies will use it? So go explore guys. Your exploration makes a lot of difference. If I put, instead of I put in PPT, I can put in PPT and present you, right? How much time it will take you? But this is the live data. Understand why? Because it's not that something I tell today and tomorrow I change my words. No, internet will never change, right? Okay, here whatever you put your data is there, right? Imagine, search, it's all your effort. If you put effort, job is yours. If you don't put effort, job is not yours. Because understand, multiple people are coming from BTech colleges, right? Everyone requires job, so competition is high. So your skill set should be good, your communication should be little bit good. That is also important. Okay, fine. So come back. So at least 1% you guys got, 1% you got an idea what is there DevOps is used. Okay, I'm not giving materialistic thing, I'm giving a real-time knowledge where DevOps is used, how much it is used. Just now you saw Netflix. Also this Netflix is a good of example of your DevOps tools. If you use your Netflix will also be there here, which is using your DevOps, right? You go and search, Netflix will also be one of the company which is best company to use your DevOps. Okay, and it is a fantastic example because Netflix uses our Docker Kubernetes concept. Netflix uses a Docker Kubernetes concept to run their things, because this is the advanced level of tools and very market demanding tools, and this is used in the market. Okay, most of the application uses this. That's the reason today, with the help of this Docker Kubernetes only, right, the website are 24/7 app. None of the website is going down today. So understand that how well your tool is used in the market, how well your technology is utilized in the market. See here, Amazon, Netflix, Target, Walmart, okay, your Facebook, okay, Adobe, different companies are there, guys, which are using DevOps. Every company will come to DevOps end of the day. I guarantee you, this technology will not change for next 30 years. Only thing, the minor upgrades will come, minor changes will come in the tool, new features will come. You have to upgrade your skills going forward. Definitely, that is there. If you don't upgrade, right, will you buy a product? Will you buy a smartphone today? Will you buy a Nokia phone? And I say, only use Nokia phone, do not use any other phone. Will you upgrade? Will you use only iPhone 10 today? You require iPhone 14. Why? Camera is good, right? Why? There's an improvement, there's an update. If the products are getting upgraded, your technology, your knowledge should also get upgraded, right? So I'm not saying to learn new technology. It's the same tools, but little lot of what are new features, what it is offering, that you need to learn. So some value addition for your resume, right? So add a weightage to your resume. Fine. Okay. Okay, guys, fine. So let's come back. Now we'll go into your, at least I hope, at least not 100%, I have delivered at least 1% of information about the real-time DevOps where it is used. Now you got a clarity to start a journey of DevOps. Otherwise, it will be a question mark, right? Where this DevOps is used, how many companies are using, will I get a job, will I not get a job, is there a job openings or not? Go and search in your LinkedIn, guys. Just one good example, right? DevOps jobs opening, multiple companies, multiple regions are there. People should put a step to take a it's all your, right, your effort is there. Daily put 1 hour searching a jobs, apply 20-30 jobs. Will you not get a single call? People make a false statement, guys. Don't go on the people rumors and everything, they are bad experience. You should be, if you want a job, when you're going to BTech college, you're paying lakhs of amount and going to BTech college. Now the companies are paying you, why don't you spend a time here? You search 10-20 BTech colleges, this is best, that is best, this is have this bus facility, everything. When you're paying the amount and searching a college, why don't you search a companies which is paying you so much of amount? Okay, think in that direction, guys. It's all your effort, right? If you put effort, you have a good life. Effort is required, your time is required. That's why I told, right, have time and patience. Patience is very important, right? If you have patience, you have a good life, good career, a good progress in the career. Everywhere patience is required. Things will come to you, but you have to wait for the right time, the right place, and be attentive. Be with your phone, any email will come. There is a situation, right? There are students who will get in emails of your job openings. Tomorrow there is a walk-in, please come up. And when they open in the weekends, they open the Monday morning and see the emails, they see that their walk-in is gone. So be attentive. Any call comes, please attend. HR calls, attend it. Greet her properly, tell about yourself properly. HR calls you, what these people will do, I've seen, right? HR will call you, yes, I'm in the traffic, I'll call you after 1 hour. Why HR will call you after 1 hour? 50-60 students are waiting for interview tomorrow. Does they have a time? Are you paying company something? Understand that, guys. If someone is giving you opportunity, utilize that thing. You need to be attentive, you need to attend a call. If HR asks you about yourself, give a brief introduction about yourself, about your college, about your previous work, about your technology, explain something about your tools, right? Tell these are the list of the tools I'm using. Not just I have experience in AWS for 5 years, I have a experience in DevOps as well for 5 years, I have been working in so and so company, I have a good experience. Done, call is closed. Why HR will listen this one? Why she's calling, she's checking your communication skills, how well you're greeting. Because tomorrow, if you same thing you speak to a customer, what will happen? Customer will leave the company and he will run. The client who is giving the business, he will run, right? So understand that there the communication skills is there. Every call is important, guys. Understand, because the growth is growing, right? Growth is growing, the population is growing, the demand is high, right? So understand that, right? Students make all this mistake and come back. Okay, we tell them initially not to make this mistake. That's the reason I have kept so much of content. I don't need to give this content. My job is just to teach you. This is whose job? Who is giving you CRT classes, right? Okay, who is giving you CRT classes or a communication skills classes? That kind of people should give. But still we have kept it because we have seen students who who learn this course, again they spend 10, 20,000 or 40,000 or almost 40, 50,000 in the communication skills. Why do you want? You interact with me English here. I'm speaking in English. I know Telugu, right? I am from Hyderabad. I know Hindi, I know Marathi, I know multiple languages, but I use only English. Why? Because tomorrow no one will accept your interview questions. No one will accept your interview questions in your. No one will accept your interview questions in your mother tongue language, right? That is not possible, right? So now, fine. So that's the reason common language is English. So speak little bit, and that is important. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay, guys, come back. So now at least 1% you got about DevOps. Let's proceed with here. Now comes your understanding about your tools. What tools we learn? Okay, fine. now, now we got a definition called DevOps is a process, and there are tools behind this lifecycle. We'll speak that lifecycle in some time. Okay, fine. Now, who is a DevOps engineer, guys? What do you think? Who is a DevOps engineer? He is a IT professional, guys. That's the reason the keyword of DevOps they have kept operation guys as capital, because there's a demand in the market. There's a demand in the market. Okay, there's a demand in the market. Okay, there's a demand in the market. Okay, there's a demand in the market where IT professional who work with software developers, software operators, other production system, okay, are working with you. That means in an industry, you go anywhere, minimum 5 to 6 jobs, or there are service-based companies that 10 DevOps engineers sitting, because the live deployments of the websites are very important. That's the reason any company you go, you get a DevOps engineer. That's it. It is called IT professional. No more contract jobs. There are no contract jobs for DevOps. People will hire you only full time. If the company policy is there for hire 3 months as contract and then go, it is done. Okay, they will hire you. After that, they'll make you permanent. Okay, so you'll be working with the software developers, system operators, other production staff, but you're not going to write coding. You're going to support them, because developer will write the code. You'll be launching the website where what the out of the code, whatever they have built a website, that website you'll go to launch. And then I told you, right, little bit of soft skills. Don't require any professional English. You don't require proficient English. Small. If you speak well, if you can speak in a such a way where one person is understandable, it is well and good. Okay. A DevOps engineer will work with development team staff to tackle the code and writing scripting. We are going to learn scripting. What do you mean by scripting? Scripting is not coding. 10 commands, whatever, run the 10 commands, put in one file and run that file. All the commands you run together with a file, that is called scripting. That means your manual work, what you're doing, just put in one file called shell script file and run that file. That is called scripting. It is not some miracle, right? It's not a miracle to learn, right? Same what you're doing manually, put in one file and run. That will run in sequential order. Instead of you running each and every command manually, you run. That is called a scripting, right? So basic of scripting is required. Fine. Now, what are their roles and responsibilities? And one thing, guys, I don't use PPTs for my entire course. There's no PPT concept. Only everything is a whiteboard. Everything is a whiteboard, and everything we give the notes for you. This is the notes. This is how I give the notes. Anything is there, right? Anything we give a notes. If you see anything, any notes, you see everything is a written here. You'll get this notes end of the day. Everything, any command we have written, every installation step is here. Okay, you'll get this notes with all the examples which you have. Everything is given to here with proper execution. Everything, whatever you're going to learn your technical year, everything is given here, so that it will help you in future. Same way, your documents are shared. Each and every document you have with a proper screenshot example is shared, so that you can refer. Even if you miss a class or somewhere, you can still refer this one. If you want some additional knowledge, every screenshot is there, everything is there, so that it will help you for next complete journey of your life, right? With examples we have given you. Okay, so everywhere this document is there, everywhere I give you the notes. Okay, everywhere, any topic you learn, you get this one, and all your diagrams will be given you back. Whatever diagrams I draw you, okay, all these diagrams are given you. This all the diagrams which you learn, the architectures and everything, that is given to you. Will be giving you diagrams back to you, so that you can refer the diagrams. Okay, It's not that I don't teach PPT, because it's only for a demo, because in demo we have a shorter time. In that short time you have to complete things, right? That's the reason I have to go with this. That is helpless, I am helpless. So that's only the reason. Okay, rest of the places no PPTs, everything is a whiteboard. Teach you diagrammatical explanation, your notes, your documents, your videos are covered to you. Okay, daily he'll be updating you, and he'll give it to you. Fine. Now what are your roles and responsibilities of a skills of a DevOps engineer? He's a full-time, guys, remember. DevOps engineer full time. That means they are responsible for production ongoing maintenance of a software application platform. That means you are responsible for making sure this website is 24 by 7. How it is 24 by 7? Because of a DevOps tools. DevOps tools will tell you how to make sure this website is 24 by 7. How to make this. So a DevOps tool will teach you this one. And then strong skills of CI/CD tools. All the CI/CD tools we are going to cover. Your Jenkins, your Maven, your SonarQube, your deployments are like your Ansible, your Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, right? All these things we are going to cover. And then DevOps engineer should have any one of the skill like AWS, Azure, and GCP. So this Azure and GCP still not in the market good. There's no much market, no much openings for this, because they're still in development phase. A lot of services are not there, so companies still dependent on AWS. 90% of the company has a job of AWS. Okay, but going future, after like 2 to 3 years, when you have good experience in AWS, you can automatically learn your Azure once you get, because the logic is same, cloud logic is same, the way of usage is different. That's it. The way you are using the service is different, but the logic of the service is same. Logic of the service, that means how it works, is same. Okay, then you should be able to troubleshoot the problem solving. Why this troubleshooting is required? Because when you go a company, already some of the tools will be installed, you'll be working on existing tools. In that situation you have to troubleshoot if something goes wrong. There what you need to put is, they need to put your troubleshooting. There is where behind every tool will be having a troubleshooting. Behind every tool I'll be putting my troubleshooting skills, right? I'll be putting my troubleshooting skills. Behind every tool we'll put some troubleshooting knowledge, so that how a website goes down, what if one tool goes down, what if a command line doesn't work, how do you troubleshoot? That steps are important, so that you will not face any kind of a difficulty tomorrow you go in a company. So that troubleshooting is important. And then because you are the owner of this tool, something goes wrong in the tool, you are responsible, right? So if some tool is not working because of some wrong configuration, wrong installation, you have to fix it. So that level of skills also will share you here. Then manage all your infrastructure, all the infrastructure that is your AWS cloud. All this AWS cloud, how to create a machine, how to create a VM, how to create your add your CPU memory, right? How to use your load balancer, your route 53. All this of your AWS services will be used. And then analyze, design, enable automation skills. We are learning automation, good automation. Your scripting is there, your Ansible is there, your Terraform is there. Okay, your Jenkins automation is there. We are going to learn. And then have a soft skills and quick learner. That means a soft skill is required. That is your little bit of communication skills, so that you can learn quickly things. Okay, that is only the thing. Fine. Now what does we do? Okay, all the basic things will come, guys. Not tech, not, and everything you find in internet. Any issue you go, you search in internet, you get it. So you don't need to run here and there and search someone, or ask someone that help me here. Everything is the internet. Only thing you know, you should know how to search it. You know how to search it. That is the only the thing you do. So all this, right? Can you deploy this one small change? Can you upgrade the operating system? Can you fix this server? Okay, can you deploy this version? Okay, all this in. Can you upgrade? Even the database people are dependent on us. That means in a company, if one day you don't come to company, the company dependent on yourself, right? All the company is dependent on yourself. Okay, there is where this is important. Now come back. Okay, we'll come back to the rest of the things now. Okay, let's go. Any questions there? No, fine, right? Okay, so now come back to a diagrammatic explanation. I'll give you one end-to-end flow, so that you'll get a clarity where is your job and what kind of a job you do it, right? We'll go to a clarity. Okay, how a company start a project, how a company ends a project. Let's see that. Okay, how a company starts a project, how a company ends a project. Okay, let's see that. So now take an example. Okay, let's suppose you are working for a company. You're working for a company. Let's suppose, let's take a company called TCS. Okay, TCS is the biggest company, right? Let's assume you're working for a company. So you're working for a company. Okay, let me increase it to 14. Okay, so you're working for a company, and this company has multiple clients. Okay, let's assume one of the client is your Flipkart or Mintra. Let's say Mintra. Let's say Mintra. So there's a company, and this company has a client called Mintra. So what is Mintra will refer? Mintra will say, I want a contract. I want a contract with you guys where you build a website for me. Website maintenance has to be done by you. All the website creation maintenance should be done. And I require one infrastructure support. That means cloud support. Infrastructure means all your clouds. Okay. Infrastructure cloud support is required. Okay. Or infrastructure support. I say infrastructure support is required. Okay. Now, now so this company said we require a contract, we require you until my website is up. Make sure you give it right. Until my website is up, I'll make sure. Okay, just a moment, guys. Okay, fine. Now imagine, right? What this company will give contract. Now you have to understand what the different teams are working in the company, because you are not going to talk to this you're not going to talk to this customer, right? Client, you can't interact directly with client. So you require an MBA professional who can get the details. What details? Before you build a website, what do you require? Again, I told you, right? Any product you want to build, the first definition of DevOps, I told you, any product you want to build, you require a proper life cycle. That means you require a proper life cycle. What this life cycle contains? Any life cycle contains what? Planning is required. If you don't do a planning, how you build a product? Okay, you require a continuous build and code. Continuous, you have to build a code. Then your integration, that means different tools you have to integrate and see, otherwise your application is breaking or not. Your testing makes a lot of difference. If you don't do a testing, what will happen? Customers will come with the issue. Same, right? If you don't do a testing, let's suppose you didn't test it about your products. Let's suppose you added this product, but when I'm clicking this one, I'm getting 404 error. This product is not appearing, page is not appearing. That means you have not done the testing properly. So all this testing plays an important role. Okay, testing plays an important role, right? And then your deployment, how do you do a deployment? How do you get a feedback from the customer? And how do you improve that product? How do you monitor that product? All this is a life cycle of your goals, right? Behind this life cycle, your DevOps tools are sitting. Behind every life cycle, your DevOps tools are sitting. There is where your DevOps technology came into market. Your DevOps technology came into market, right? You'll see this. Now come back. Okay, so you have your teams. What are different teams in a company? It works, right? The very first thing is your product team, or you say this is a business team. Okay, business or product team, you say the business or product team. Very first important team, your production based team. Second thing, okay, second team. Why this team is required? Because these are the MBA professional. They know how to speak to a customer and how to do a business. So they will gather, right? These are called your product managers. These are product managers who will gather all the requirements from client. From client, they'll gather requirement. They are working to client the requirement. What is the requirement of a client? Require a website. So to build a website, what do you require? What are the features of the website? Okay. What should be the design? Okay. What should be the infrastructure scale? How much infrastructure scale? What are DevOps tools they're going to use for building this website? Okay. All that information, right? What is the security tool? Okay. What should be the budget? Okay, what kind of a testing you require here? Okay, okay, what kind of a language for writing this code? Okay, language code, okay, for writing the code, etc. Things they will ask the details. There's a requirement for your product details. Second thing, second most important thing. The second most important things comes your dev. Okay, second teams comes your, let me put it down, your development team. Okay, development, because they are the people who are going to start writing the, only then will deploy website, right? So development team is important. This development team, this development team, what they do is they Developers develops or writes code. Developer writes code. Okay, they write the code. They can be any language they want to write. They'll write a code. So there are multiple developers out there. These are responsible for developing your code, right? They will be developing your code. Okay, all these developers will be developing a code now. Okay, just guys, give me 1 minute. Okay, I'll just grab a water. Okay, a glass of water. I'll grab it and we'll start. Okay, sorry guys, I just came back. No, come back, right? So now everywhere you require this one. Everywhere you require this one. So now this every industry requires this process of DevOps lifecycle. Okay, that's the reason today everyone is using DevOps process. He will write a code. There will be multiple developers. Backend developers will writing a Java code, or they'll be writing a .NET code, or they'll be writing your Python and Python development code, or there'll be a front end code will be doing your web development. Okay, web development, right? Who will be designing the website, right? There are different developers. Okay, development team, web development team. So web developers, you can say web developers, and then you have a database, DBs, database engineers. These DBs will be writing your SQL queries. It can be SQL or your PLSQL queries, right? They'll be writing all these queries. Once these people design everything, now our work starts from here, because this work is just one time, guys. Once the website is built, only when you add a new feature, website was required. But now this DevOps engineer will come into picture until the life of the system, until this life of this Amazon is there, until Amazon is doing a business. You require a DevOps engineer. Until this Amazon shutdowns, your job will the Amazon shut down? Will the YouTube shut down? It will never shut down. Their business will never shut down, because lifelong they have to do the business. That's the reason until this life of the website is there, you require a DevOps team, which is your DevOps engineers. That means everywhere you require a DevOps engineer today. And what is the work of this? These people manage all the infrastructure. First thing is manage your complete infrastructure, cloud. Second thing, okay, we are responsible for all the DevOps tools and maintenance of website, maintenance of a website. Maintenance of website. Okay, this is what our work. Okay, now one last team is there, which is called QA team, because quality of the product has to be delivered. So quality product is quality assurance team. So this is a quality assurance, we called it as QA engineers. QA engineers, the quality of the product is important, right? Someone has to do in-depth of testing. Testing means not something the buttons are working or something, right? Testing doesn't do like click a button is working or not. Not. What they do is, guys, remember you have a function key in your button, right? Function F12. Function F12 is there, right? When you open a function F12, so what you get? So you get this network tab, right? When you open a function F12, you get a network tab. Everything you click, you'll get some errors here. So at the network level errors, okay, different types of errors you come, right? So at the console level, any product you go and click it, okay, you'll get this kind of errors. This C script error, some error is coming here, right? See, this item cannot be shipped selected. So you'll get some errors like, so you have multiple errors you get whenever you click a product. See, errors are coming. All this testing is done by QA folks. Okay, their job is also a difficult job as they do it, right? So all this kind of errors are coming. Network layer, this kind of a network layer errors are seen, because if these errors are coming, someone will hack your website. So that testing is plays an important role, guys. Testing plays an important role. That is where the quality assurance team is required, who will do the testing. These people, what they do, they'll do the testing. What kind of testing? Functional testing. Okay, let me increase the font as well. Functional. Okay, functional testing. So where the functionality is working on it. Load testing, and then performance testing. What is load and what is performance? So performance means how slow your website is there. Is the website slowness or something, right? Front testing. Then your load testing. What do you mean by load testing? Okay, load testing is there. Okay, load testing is going on. Okay, once again. Okay, load testing. Why? Because today, maybe in the normal days, when you have a normal days, here, in the normal days, what will happen? Maximum, maybe let's expect 2 lakhs people are joining in the 2 lakhs people are logging into this website of Amazon just in normal days. What if there's a sale day? 10 lakh people will log in and people will order the products, because demand will increase there. Whenever there's sale, multiple people order multiple products, so the sale will increase, right? So same way, what will happen when the load comes? Who will manage this load? When the 10 lakh people are logging, will this website will crash? Will the website will have a performance issue, or will there any kind of issue in the website? For that reason, you require a load testing, because load testing plays an important role. Load testing plays an important role. So that's the reason this testing is important and people refer this testing, right? So we got to know that this is the 4 streams project and this is how the now come back. Okay, let's go. We'll come to life cycle. One more thing is there to cover. Now, who is the one who is assigning the work to you? When you join a company, who will assign you the work? Who has a who got all the ideas, all the requirement for the product team? That means when you work in DevOps, and agile model. So I'll come back to what is agile model. I'll come back in some time. When you work in agile and DevOps model, remember thing, guys. Remember here, remember one thing. DevOps and agile, when you work in this DevOps technology and DevOps use this agile model actually. DevOps work on this agile model. I'll tell you what is agile model in some time. So here, who will assign you the work is there. What will happen is when you join a company, there'll be something called sprint planning meeting. They'll be having a meeting called sprint planning meeting, and this meeting every 2 weeks it occurs. 2 weeks occurs. Okay, 2 weeks it occurs, and then 2 weeks it occurs, and then here what you require is every 2 weeks it occurs, and then what happens is these product managers assign the works to everyone. They will assign the work, because did we get any? Did we interact with client? No, only product team interacted, right? So they will assign the work in form of tickets, in form of your Jira tickets, your ServiceNow tickets, any tool there is a ticketing tool. So there'll be any kind of a Jira ticket they'll have for tracking. So here in this meeting they will discuss. They'll have a discussion with everyone and they'll take a suggestion. Product team will take discussion. Okay, discussion meeting will have for your suggestions, issues. Okay, any kind of a blockers you have, any kind of a issues you have, all these things is covered here in this meeting, right? And after that, after this is 2 weeks, 2 weeks or once. Okay, in a 2 weeks once they'll do this one, and daily we'll have a call called sprint, right? Scrum call. This is called scrum call, daily update call, scrum call. And in this scrum call you'll be having a daily updates will be there. Any issues you're going, it's not only about your tracking the works, it's about the daily issues. If you are facing any issues, okay, issues are discussed here, issues are discussed. And one good thing about your agile and DevOps technology is that when this process came, let's suppose if this 2 weeks you don't close these tickets will be, if tickets are not closed, there's no issue, right? Tickets will be spillover, or you can say move to next sprint. But there's no pressurize. Okay, there's no pressurize in this. Okay, issues, blockers. Okay, blockers, etc. things will be discussed here. They'll discuss it here, so that daily if you face any issue, any kind of issue, someone will support you, right? There's no kind of hard requisite that you have a target, you have to close this, that kind of a process we don't follow in process. And DevOps, anywhere you go for DevOps, it's a daytime job, guys. There's no night shift, midnight shift, Australia shift, early morning shift. It's just simply morning 10 to 7 or 9 to 6 job, right? Wherever some companies follow 8 hours, some companies follow 7 hours, some companies follow 9 hours. So no more shifts, no more shift kind of a jobs, okay, where you spend a lot of time there or a lot of health issues will come. So it is a direct job. Fine. Now come back to your most important things, how the work will start. Now we got to know company was a TCS, client was the Mintra. They had a contract. Now the product team gathered all the requirements. They started having a sprint planning meeting every 2 weeks. They started working on it. They assigned the Jira tickets to all the engineers, developers, DevOps, and QA people. They start working on their works, and daily they are having updates. Now, how the work will start? Who will start the work of this website? So, very first thing, your developer should start, because our work is what maintenance of the website. We are not going to write the code, right? So, developer is the one who will be writing this code. Developer is the one who is going to writing this code. Okay, developer is the one who is going to start this work, right? How will start this work? So very first thing, developer, what he does, he can write the code in anywhere. Okay, he can write the code in any language. Doesn't matter what language he writes, we don't need to worry about, because we're not coders, right? Let him write the code in any language, doesn't matter. He writes in any language, doesn't matter. Let him write in Java, let him write in any coding, we don't do it. Okay, our work is what, we are not responsible for the code, we are not responsible for the code. Let this developer write anything. But very first tool of your DevOps comes here. Once the developer writes the code, he will push the code to GitHub. GitHub is a tool. GitHub is one of your DevOps tools. GitHub is one of your DevOps tool, where this GitHub does the tracking of the code, tracking of the code or any data, tracking of any data. And second is storage. It provides a storage. Okay, storage for code. Storage for code. That means anything. It's not your developer's code. It can provide anything, right? Anything you can store, any file, anything here. But why we require GitHub only? I can store it in my Windows, right? I can store it here in the Windows in one of the folders. I can store it in some other location, any machine I can store it. Why do I require this one? What is the need of this one? Because let's suppose a developer worked for 5 years and he suddenly left the company. Now take an example, same thing, a DevOps engineer was there who worked for 3 years. He has done a lot of automation, he has done a lot of Ansible scripts, deployment scripts, he written something here. Now he left it. When a new engineer joins or new developer joins, who will, how that engineer will come, what happened in the history, what was added in a file, who added in a file, what was modified, how we will come to know, right? Same thing, take an example. If this document is there, there's a like author is there, my home author is there, size is there, date is there, type of Microsoft Word is there, right? Some details are there, but there's last modified. If I edit this file, again this will come. Let's suppose you are also working in system, you edit this file, your name will come. But what about my change? Let's suppose in a day 10 people are modifying this file. 10 people are modifying this file. Every time a person modifies, his name will come. But the second person modifies, the first person name will go and second person's author's name will come. And in that situation, how the tracking will happen? What the first person did, what the second person did, what the third person did, and what the last person did. Inside the, we know that he modified the file, but inside the file, did he modify the line? Did he delete a line? Did he update something? How will come to know how the tracking will happen? There is where your very important tool is Git, which will track your source code. Proper code is tracking your code, your scripts, everything, right? It will track it. Now after this, so much of code is written, right? Who will build this code? Who will build this code? Building a code is important, right? So there is where you require a code, because out, if you don't build a code, don't execute this code, how will get the errors and everything, right? Errors has to be verified, everything, right? So all this code has to be seen whether the website is building properly. So there is where you have a tool called Maven. Okay, there's a tool called Maven which will compile the code, okay, which will execute. Simply what it will do, it will put it more simple for now. This build tool, this is called a build tool. Okay, this is called a build tool. This build tool will do the build activities, like it will build and execute the code. We don't have to worry about this execution. We just need to run this command. Build and execute the code. Okay, and finally it will give you one bundle. It will give you a bundle because it will give you a bundle in a form of zip, your jar, your war bundle. And this kind of a bundle you can this kind of this kind of a bundle you can, this is the final artifact. Now so much of code is written, right? So much of code is written, and this code has to be executed, right? And this code has to be bundled it. Otherwise, if you don't bundle, how you'll deploy this one? You can't put directly code somewhere, right? If you directly put the code, how the functionality will come out? You require some binary, like a software is required. You get .txt file in Windows, right? Whenever you download a software, you get .txt files. You double click that .txt file, you get a software. This is your software or the website code you're building. This you have to deploy it. So you require a Maven tool which can do the execution, which can bundle the jar files and everything, right? So require a build tool, that is your Maven. Now after this, so much of code is written. Now this code contains any kind of a virus, because this is open source tool. They use the Java language, they use open source tools, right? Now everything is available on the internet. When they use these tools, is there any kind of a virus? How will come to know? Is there any kind of a virus in that tool? Who will get to know whether this, if let's suppose developer has written so much of code, right? Is written so much of code, any kind of code, how much duplicate of code is there, how much error is there, how it will identify? There is where you require a sonar cube, most important tool. 2024 it will be going to be a most important tool. Now also it is important, but 2024 they are bringing one new change. Okay, they want to add some security in this DevOps, so that's the reason sonar cube plays an important role. When this sonar cube does what it does, sonar cube, this does the code scanning. It will do the complete code scanning. Then it will tell you how much duplication of code is there, duplications of code is there, how many bugs means errors here, guys. Bugs means how many errors are there, how many vulnerabilities means virus, how much virus attack is going to happen. Okay, virus attack, that means when you launch a website, or application with this war file, jar file. Okay, what are the jar file, war file? Are you going to get any kind of a, if someone is going to attack your website? Okay, because if code is compromised, your website will attack. Code is compromised, website will get attacked. So this is important. Code is going to attack, the website is going to attack, right? So now there is where they brought a tool called sonar cube. So they'll be running a tool called sonar cube, and you can run it from your Maven. You can integrate with Maven, you can run it individually. This is a graphical user interface tool. Okay, now so much of code is done, scan is done. Where do you store this war file? Now this is storing all your files, but what about this jar file? All you're bundling this code, right? How much code is there? This will be enough GBs. Where do you store this one? Because this is the final code, right, which you have built it. Where do you store it? So there is where you require a storage called Nexus. Nexus is one of the tool which is called Artifactory Manager. Okay, this is called your Artifactory Manager, which is store the artifacts. These are called bundling. Is this final jar war is called artifacts. Why it is called artifacts? Because it contains your website functionality. Any jar file, war file contains your website functionality, that will be deployed here, that will be stored here as an artifact manager. Okay, artifact manager. Nexus is your Artifactory Manager. Manager. Artifactory Manager, right? This is your okay, Artifactory Manager. This is your Artifactory Manager. Okay, Artifactory Manager, which is required, right? Artifactory Manager. Now okay, here what you store is in this Artifactory Manager, you'll be storing all your jar, your war. Okay, all these files, these are called your artifacts, or you can simply say binaries, executable binaries, you say, right? Executable binaries, these are executable binaries which you store it here, right? Executable binaries. So now this is all the storage where your actual code is, because if you don't store this one, okay, I told you, right? Amazon, how Amazon is changing this, how Amazon is changing your, how your Amazon in fraction of second, right? How your Amazon is changing the discounted page in fraction of seconds. How do you think this fraction of seconds you're getting this discount, complete discount page will go, original page will go, discount page will come? How it is possible? That is because of your artifactory where you're storing all the artifacts. Your artifactory is here, right? Where you're storing all the artifacts. This artifactory is the one which is storing all that information. All that things are there. So that you store it here, you deploy it. So this one jar file is very effective, guy. One war file jar file is very effective, which can help you in your complete deployment process, complete launching a website, everything, right? So this war file is very important. Okay, this war file is very important, right? Now, so once this is done, hmm, now, so much of code is written. Okay, we created a bundle, that software we created. We did a scanning of that software whether it is working fine or what. Now we also stored it. Now it's time to deploy, right? How do you deploy it? So how the deployment is done? So this deployment is done via the Tomcat. Okay, Tomcat. You can do a Tomcat deployment. Tomcat is a web server which will take care of your all the deployments. You no need to worry. It will make sure your web server, right? Tomcat, which is called your web server. Okay, Tomcat. So Tomcat is a web server, right? Tomcat is a server which will deploy the applications. All the applications are deployed here. All the applications are deployed here. So that means all the war file jar file is created, you just put it here, right? It will take care of that. It will take care of your all the application deployment is taken care by your Tomcat. So Tomcat will take care of all these things, and Tomcat is responsible for deploying. So you can deploy multiple applications. Whatever you build it here, directly go and deploy here. That is also possible. Directly you can deploy it from here and deploy it here, right? That is also possible. Simply deploy it here. So now GitHub is done, Maven is done, okay, where you build a code, your scanning is done, your storage is done, and your deployment is done. And this, do you think Amazon is deploying single machine? No. That means you'll be creating some hundreds of machines here for doing your deployment. Hundreds of machines will be done for your deployment. Okay, Jira knowledge also will provide you. I'll provide you Jira knowledge as well. Okay, so basically your company will have a separate Jira tools. They'll provide you Jira knowledge. They'll give you initial KT, but I'll tell you how that Jira and everything looks, how the tickets is created, how the tickets is closed. I'll give you that knowledge as well. Fine. Now after this, so much of things are done, right? Now everything, if you do command line, what will happen? You require some automation, right? Every time you can't go to these tools, you also relieve some relief, right? You require some relief. There is where the main automation tool comes, your Jenkins. Jenkins, okay, Jenkins will come into picture. Okay, Jenkins will come into picture. This Jenkins is the most powerful tool in the industry, and we are going to learn this very in depth. Most powerful tool is your Jenkins, which you are going to learn very in depth. Okay, this is your automation tool, which some people say automation, some people say this is a continuous integration tool. Okay, continuous integration tool. Okay, integration, it integrates with all the tools, right? Integration. So what the benefit of this Jenkins? Now let's suppose you're running some command here in the command line. After you clear your screen, refresh your screen, logs are gone, all that is gone, right? If someone is running command line, who triggered that command line? What was the logs? Were there any errors? Were there any kind of a success logs, any failure logs, any kind of a information, right? What time did you run this build? All this information has to be there, right? Anything, it can be anything, right? What is, so that's the reason you require a proper build to proper build activity, right? Where your build logs are captured, where your build time is captured. Okay, your build, who built it? Okay, who is the author for this build, right? Who built and when he built, right? When he built, the time and date. Okay, when he built, who built, and when he built. So all these things, right? Then your logs, all your build logs, okay, your failure logs. Okay, all this information is important, all this information, and you can't every time go to this tool. So this will provide a integrate, it will integrate all the tools, all the DevOps tools can be integrated to this. That means you can integrate all your tools, and simply you can manage all your works from here. You don't need to go to every tool every time. That means simple integration from here, and you can do your automations from here. That's the benefit, right? Now, though you have done this one, so one time you configure this tool, one time you configure it, one time configuration, reusing multiple times. So simple, right? One time you make a configuration of this tool, and reuse this tool. Okay, reuse this tool. One time you make a configuration, you can reuse this tool, right? Same way you can integrate all the tools. All your tools can be integrated further with your Jenkins. Okay, that is possible. That means you can integrate your Sonar Cube, you can integrate your Nexus. That means single tool will do all your job now. So you was worried, right? How many tools we can run? No need to run all the tools, guys. Single tool will help you to do all your activities. All your activities will be done by single tool. Okay. Okay. Finally, you can integrate your Tomcat as well. Now you can do your deployments as well from your Jenkins. That means Jenkins is not only for build, it is also for your deployment. So all the build and deployment activities you can do it from Jenkins. Jenkins has lot more features. Lot more features Jenkins has. It has a credential manager where your credentials will be stored in an encrypted format. The credentials manager is there. Okay. You have distributed builds. There you have a master slave concept. Distributed builds, you have master slave concept. Okay, you can run your pipelines, you can build all these things. You can automate sequential ladder. So everything is there with the Jenkins. Jenkins is very powerful tool for doing any kind of activities. Now imagine, okay, now imagine GitHub was done, build was created, Sonar Cube is done for a scanning, so Nexus is also done for storage, Tomcat is for deployment, and Jenkins we use for automation. Now I am able to build my product, I am able to launch my product, and what I require? I require just one cloud, because all these machines will be running in the cloud only, right? Your Jenkins machine will run in the cloud. So just I require one cloud. Now with this basic tools, can I work? With these basic tools, can I work? Okay, so you require your EC2 machines, EC2 instances in the cloud. Okay, EC2 instances, your load balances, everything, right? All this infrastructure things are required. Okay, I'll not put it everything. I'll put little few tools here because everything is there in the syllabus. AWS here, right? So AWS, you require your AWS cloud engineering. AWS cloud is here. Okay, your EC2 instances, your load balancers, LBs, your load balancers. Okay, your load balances, all these things you require, right? Your Route 53 for creating your websites, everything you require here. So now you're here. You have used your cloud. With the cloud, I have 5 tools. Can I launch my website? Yes, I can launch it. So what does it mean when I'm saying I can launch the website with 5 tools? Then what about the rest of the tools? Why do I require it, right? Why do I require it? All these tools. Okay, what I require is all these tools. When I have AWS, I have auto scaling, networking, etc. things are there, but I'll not put it, right? So let's not put it here. So now come back. We'll come back to our, okay, come back to it. So now imagine if a company is able to use these 5 tools and build a website, do they require advanced level of tools? They might not require, they may not require. Advanced tools are advanced automation level tools, right? Now in that scenario, now imagine if the company is able to do with this, that means remember, with one, there's one beautification about your DevOps. There's a beautification about your DevOps. That means if a company wants to choose their tools, they can choose their tools. Company says I require these 5 tools, I can work with my these tools, then company can do it. That's the benefit of the company. Second thing, also you have a flexibility. You go for any job opening, right? You open any job, any walk-in you do, when they give a description, job description, there you can select your tools. If you feel like I should work only advanced level technology, you can work. But mandatory, any company you go, GitHub is mandatory, Maven is mandatory. These are mandatory tools. Any company will go, these are mandatory. After this, what you have, Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, your monitoring tools, that are all optionals. That are advanced level of tools. In case you want advanced level tools, company will go. So depends upon situation. Now understand why I'm telling this one, because this DevOps technology gives you a flexibility to choose your technology. So choose your tools. What are tools is there? It plays. If you feel like I should go with Jenkins, Ansible, Terraform, this one, you can choose that like our companies. That kind of openings will come in a company, because these companies might be taking, they'll not take any tools are same what we are using, companies using. Only thing we are yelling an open source tools which is free. Company will be paying the subscription. Why? Because tomorrow some issue comes inside a software only, Jenkins software only, who will support? Because this is a live, right? They're selling the product in the live, so they will take some subscription from Jenkins company, so that Jenkins company will help you in case of any kind of issue inside a tool software. What a tool software is, that kind of issue. In that situation they might require subscription. So now Understand that DevOps is very flexible in terms of your giving the work as well. So tomorrow, if some company that doesn't use a tool, that means you will get a flexibility to work these tools. Tomorrow you jump a company, you'll get some more tools. So depends upon the company requirement, they'll be using a tool. Fine. Now, what are advanced level of tools? One advanced level of tool is your Ansible, most powerful tool that will do the Ansible. Ansible will do your config. This is called your configuration management tool or the automation tool, which will do the automation for you in a single shot. You can install. Take an example, right? What this Ansible will help. Take a simple example. Let's suppose I say install one software called Java, or install one software, any one software, install it, right? I would say install a software. How many steps are there for installing? First you have to download a software, then you have to double click that software, install it, then you do all that, right? Configuration, etc thing, then you verify software. So much of work is there, right? So same thing I say, uninstall the software also from the 100 machine, not single machine, I'm saying 100 machines. Go to 100 machines, install one software. After some time I say I don't want this software, remove this 100 machines, the software from the 100 machines. It's a tedious task, right? You'll get frustrated. So that can be done with your Ansible. So Ansible is your, can be automated. This is called an automation tool, and there's no coding guys here. This is a skeleton. They'll provide you one template. Based on the template you have to work, right? All these are template based. Okay, these are the predefined commands, so that you have to use the commands only. And then the automation tool, okay, here we call it as configuration management tool as well. Why it is called configuration management tool? Let's suppose if there are 100 machines, in the 100 machines I say edit complex files which contain some 200 files, 300 files, right? So in that 200 lines of codes are there. In there is a file, there have 100 lines of code. In the 100 lines of code or 100 lines are there, you edit some 50 lines. If I say edit this same file in 100 machines, how much time it will take? Imagine. You get frustrated with your job. So better that you have a configuration management tool which will do all the automation for you, which will do all your automation in your simple hand, right? It will do the automation for you. You no need to worry about this automation. It will take care of your automation, right? That will take care. Now, fine. And it's also, it will do your installations, uninstallations, validations, etc things. It will automate everything. All this work you need to do manually. One time you do it, lifelong you'll use this one. Whenever in your company, wherever you're working, it will help you. Okay, this is your Ansible. So Ansible also can further integrate with your Jenkins, so that you can, instead of command line, you can go with graphical user. We'll learn both graphical and command, and both I'll show you. Okay, then more advanced level of tools. What is there? Docker and Kubernetes. People will be asking this, right? Docker, Kubernetes, why we require this one? So Docker, Kubernetes. So why is this Docker, Kubernetes required? What is the need of this Docker, Kubernetes? Okay. What is the requirement of this Docker, Kubernetes? Why do you require this one? Okay. Basically, till now what you did, till now you deployed your application inside your machine only, right? Inside a machine you deployed your application. Then you're doing some AWS cloud and creating a websites and everything. But end of the day, machine is launching where? Inside your Tomcat machine. What are the machine you created EC2 instances? That machine only. So that means you're doing a deployment in your machine. That means your website is running, all your applications are running the machine, and from there the website request is serving from the machines. So they'll be not keeping one machine, they'll be keeping for this Tomcat at least 100, above 100. It depends upon the scale of the website, 100,000. Okay, how much machines they have, that many machines it will be there. Okay, so do you think this Amazon will require only one machine to machine? Hundreds of thousands of machines will be there where the application will be running, because if one machine goes down, other machine will serve the request to the website, and website will 24/7. Now imagine the cost of the machine what you're buying here is not that cheap. It is very costly. When, because we will use for our testing is one core CPU, 1 GB RAM, but the company will use almost 8 GB, or they'll be using some 25, okay, 32 core CPU, 64 GB RAM, or a 128 GB RAM, right? So the CPU cost is very important. CPU cost is very costly. The space is important. The terabyte of JB is important, right? Not everything is free in this. Everything is not free, right? So what we are using, we are using free version. So it is free for us. But the company will use huge, right? So the CPU, RAM, memory, the hard disk, HD, right? Your hard disk is not free. You have to buy this one. The space has to buy. You buy it, right? You buy the cloud. You say to store your photos, you buy a cloud. Your G drive 15 GB. Your G drive is Google Drive is giving 15 GB. If you want to extend, you have to purchase it. Same way you have to purchase these machines, right? Now company says I don't have budget for purchasing this many machines. I want some advanced level of concept where I can cost can be reduced. So this Docker Kubernetes is mostly brought in the real time to make sure to reduce the cost for the cost cutting, for cutting the cost, because we are cost, okay, reduce the cost of infrastructure. To bring this cost reduction, we use a technique of this Docker Kubernetes, which use a concept of containerization concept, okay, containerization concept, where it will create a lightweight, okay, it will create a lightweight operating system, right? With lightweight containers, which use lightweight operating system, where we use a concept of pod deployment. Okay, where use concept of pod deployments. Okay, your images, Docker images, containers, right? All these concepts we use and make sure infrastructure cost is reduced. Instead of 1,000 machines or 100 machines, you can use some minimum number of machines, and you can install this Docker Kubernetes software, and you can do your containerization. All the containerization can be done. Further, you can integrate this with the Jenkins. That is also possible. Instead of you working command line, you can work it. Okay, now, okay, all these things are covered. Your advanced tools are covered. This is not. What is left? Terraform is left one. Why do you use your Terraform? Terraform is used for your Terraform. People run with Terraform. People ask Terraform, what is Terraform? This is your infrastructure automation. That means, in case I ask you, go and create 100 machines, I say you go and create 100 machines. Okay, I say go and create 100 machines in your AWS account. What will do? Every time you have to go a graphical user interface, and you have to go and create a machine from your, right? Instead of that, what you do is 100 machines. If I ask you to create manually, it is a tedious task. Almost 10 options you have to select in a machine to create. It's a difficult task, right? And there also, if every machine has a different change. Let's suppose 10 machines require different CPU memory RAM. 10 machines require higher CPU memory RAM. 10 machines require different operating system. Now it's a tedious task for do it, right? So there is where Terraform is a infrastructure automation, where you write one template. You fill a template, and this template you can just give your details of your EC2 machine. It will go and create you. So you don't need to worry about manually creating the machines, manually deleting the machines, manually validating the machines. Everything is automated. One time you write this template, reuse it multiple times. No automation. Now your job is simplified. Out of these so many tools, one simple Jenkins will do all this job. Do configuration integration one time and do all your work from here. Troubleshoot everything from here. So then your job is simplified. Okay. Any clarity, guys, so far? Any doubt? Any clarity? So all this structure, this is how the work start. This is how we do a deployment. This is how we do a deployment with all these tools, and this is how you launch your websites. Your websites are getting launched, and then you finally start maintaining this website with all the infrastructure. Okay, and there are few monitoring tools. There are few monitoring tools. In case you can't monitor this all these tools manually, right? Your website monitoring is not manually, so it requires a monitoring. You are a human being, right? You will sleep in the night. What will happen in the midnight if something goes wrong? Who will monitor it? So for some monitoring tools, some log management, someone can collect the logs and give it to you in case tomorrow you want. So there is some monitoring tools required, right? These monitoring tools are available in the market, which is called ELK stack. Okay, we'll discuss this in the course more. ELK stack, which is your Elasticsearch. This is called log management. Elasticsearch, Logstash, Kibana, and then you have monitoring tools from Grafana. Okay, Prometheus, Grafana, Prometheus. Okay, most used tool in the market. Prometheus, your exporters, your alert managers, etc. things are there. All these are mentioned in your course content. You can refer, and you can monitor all the application. All these tools can be monitored by these tools. Okay, the single tool can monitor everything. Okay, that is possible. And in your cloud, you'll get few more services. Lot more services there. I'll not list it, right? Just for your VPC is one there, where you do your snapshots, backups, recoveries. Okay, all these things you do it, right? All these things are done in your load. Auto scaling is there. You can do your auto scaling. Automatically machines will come up, machines will go down. Instead of, because auto scaling is very important nowadays. Why? Because let's suppose wherever the scale is, wherever the website is launched, let's assume today 1 lakh people log in, tomorrow suddenly 2 lakh people log in. If you have just kept minimum of 100 servers, what will happen? Again, if the double people are logged in, okay, if the requests are coming more to this website, what will happen? Website of the web institution, what will happen? People have to face issue, right? So we are speaking Mintra, right? Mintra is also same. If you open Mintra also, if the website will get crashed in case you number of users log in there, it get crashed. Okay. So now, got a clarity how the work is started, how the end is, how the work is ended. Developer will start the work. Now from here, all the tools are we are responsible. But these are basic tools. Don't worry. There are few one or two tools have huge, but rest of it's a small tools. You can easily manage your work. Okay. Okay. That's the reason, right? They are paying high salaries. 14 lakhs for a fresher is not a small amount, right? Almost more than 1 lakh is earning in the beginning of his life. So salaries are more. Salaries are giving more. Salaries are very high, and people are using this one. These tools are very demanded in the market. So understand, guys, learning these tools you learn, because when you go to BTech college, did you worry about your subject inside? You know that computers you're learning, but you don't know inside a computer what is there. You don't know, right? Same way here also, when you learn the subject, don't worry of the subject you learn it. Main thing is your journey. If you start your journey only wrong, in somewhere in the middle of the journey you'll stop it, you'll get stuck and start confusing, should I learn some other course or this course? So understand, that's why reason I'd walked you right here. Understand this one, verify how many jobs I have. If the company don't uses AWS, company don't uses your DevOps, you'll never get jobs. So understand how many companies, people will write all the reviews, right? Read the reviews, read the understanding over the how many companies using AWS, how much amount they're spending. If they don't use it, how many live people, how many in the real time, how much population is using this website, that the company will give me a walk, right? Understand your salaries, understand your walk-ins, then decide it, guys. It's not that simply the course, right? Someone says this course is paying me high, but how it is paying you high? Because everything matters, guys. It's not that, right? You work for 2 years in DevOps, you drop down again, you go for some other technology. It's not that, right? When you start a technology, be in the lifelong, achieve your team lead position, manager positions, senior delivery manager position, right? So achieve all these things in your life, only then you'll get a progress, right? So be in one technology, help yourself in growing in your career. Okay, only you can help, no one can help you. It's in all your hands, only you can help yourself, right? Fine. Any clarity, guys, with this diagram? Any clarity so far? Any doubt, any clarity? Let's open question and answers now. Let's open question and answers. Any questions, any doubts? Okay, there are few more things like a waterfall model, etc. This is not required now. Okay, not required now. Okay, we'll take in the introduction classes, fine, because we have a good introduction there. And now imagine, right, one more thing to imagine. See, so much of DevOps, so much of companies are using DevOps tools. So now imagine how many years you're going to survive in the industry. Think about this one, right? How many years you'll be in the industry? You'll be till your age, till you're retired. Till that time, you no need to technology. One good thing is you no need to upgrade technology again. Again, you go to some other technology, upgrade that is not working. People are using, no. Be in one technology, because as soon as the population grows, the work for a DevOps engineer will grow, the opportunities for DevOps will grow. That's the reason, right? There are people who come from US, who learn from us, who go to Singapore, who migrate to Canada, who go to different countries, because lot of high pays, right? In outside countries, they are paying almost 4 lakhs per month. 4 lakhs, 8 lakhs. Germany, it is 8 lakhs. 8 lakhs. That means almost 90k euros. Understand how much is euro value today. So in the understand the value of this. There's a career. There's a lot of on-site opportunities are there for this. And a lot of folks are running behind this DevOps. That's the reason, right? Everyone from different technology people are running beyond. They get some on-site opportunities, because all the data centers kept in your different countries. Data centers are there, AWS jobs are there, your DevOps jobs are also there only. Okay, all the jobs are there. Fine. That's the reason India is also demanding, right? In a TCS, if there is a project in TCS, minimum 10 DevOps engineers will say that. Imagine how many jobs you'll get. And it's not one industry, guys. That's why I'm saying. Now my work is completed. I gave you a picture. Now it's your job. It's your job to go and search how many companies are giving you this one. Go and search. Okay, go and search how many companies, right? How many companies are giving you this one? Okay, fine. And how do you accelerate your job? Very first thing, gain skills. If you don't gain skills, who will get you a job? No one will give you. Proper career roadmap. Getting certified when you require it. What certification you have to do, I'll tell you in the understanding DevOps cloud and market requirement in the job, right? How much jobs you have, understand that thing. Look at the market demand for today and know your salaries and see your huge openings for the market, right? Go and search in LinkedIn, guys. LinkedIn, your Insta, your notkey.com, your timesjob.com, indeed.com, all these multiple job sites are there. Go and apply there, right? This is the roadmap. You start with DevOps. First, learn your not programming. This is what developer as well. So, not programming language. Learn for Linux fundamentals, your source code management, GitHub, building tools, your Maven, your Nexus, your CI/CD tools, your SonarQube. Everything will fall here. Testing your Jenkins, your SonarQube, your deployment, your Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes, your monitoring tools, and your cloud services. This is how you start the journey. Okay, start from the basics and then proceed with the advanced, and then accelerate your career in DevOps. How do you accelerate? So this is the salary, right? This is how you use the acceleration to support, and this is a salary which is minimum paid in India for a service based company for a fresher. Okay, and these are the certificates: DevOps certification, certified Kubernetes administration, tool by certifications you have. If you want a Jenkins certification, you want Docker, you want Ansible, you want DevOps complete master certification, even your AWS people, these all the people provide you AWS. Multiple vendors are there in the market who will provide you certifications, but don't do the certification for the job, because this certification has a expiry date. After 2 years, 1 year, it will get expired. It will be no useful. You'll spend so much of money for getting a job, but it is no use. No one will be skill, no one will identify based on certificate. If that is the case, I can get lot of certificates and put in my resume. Until you speak in the interview, you will get a job, because tomorrow you have to interact with your colleagues, right? Your colleagues, your teammate, your managers, you have to interact with your customers, right? So all this is important. So that's the reason certification is only important for your career goal, guys. If you want to apply a position, or if you want to make a career progression, then use this one, not for a job. Okay, and then solution architect and sysops. This is the first level of AWS. Solution architect is level 1, level 2. Okay, these are two levels for your DevOps people. There are two levels. First, you can do your DevOps engineer, solution architect for your AWS completely, and solution sysops. So, and also do this certification if you are interested only after working 1 or 2 years. Do not do the certification immediately. Always do the certification after working, because there you get the actual idea, because these are hands-on, guys. These are hands-on. You lose the certifications. Hands-on is this one. Once you do the real, once you work in your company, you get some more idea about it, then you proceed with this. Okay, fine. Any questions, guys? Any questions which can help you? Any kind of queries, any kind of questions we can help you? Okay, please feel free to ask any questions, clarify your doubts. Your course fees, timings, and everything will give my institutes. Okay, whatever knowledge I can give you with this syllabus, I can give you. Okay, I'll give you interview guidance, I'll give you all the project related information, all the work I'll explain you. Okay, but not related to your fees, course content, fees, the timings, everything. Institute folks, they have given the number, right? Go ahead and call to this number, reach out to this number, take a photo of this, take a photo from here, and start your working. Okay, start calling them. They'll give you a course syllabus in your WhatsApp as well. Okay, they'll send you this course syllabus in the WhatsApp. That also they'll send you. Okay, any queries, guys? Now at least 1% you got. What is DevOps? What all tools you're learning? This is enough to start the journey of DevOps. Okay, understanding how much salary you're getting, understanding how much jobs opening you have. So go and search, guys. This is your work now I have done my delivered my work. Okay, subject I'll teach you now, but are you going the right direction? Are you getting a good salary? Because end of the day, salary what you take, right? You don't take any of your company or the technology anywhere. Technology you learn, however, but will you take your company along with? No, right? It's your salary. End of the day, salary matters, because that is where your lifestyle will change. Okay, that is where the lifestyle will change. So interaction is important. Make interaction with me. The more you interact, the more we can solve issues. Because if you're not able to speak with me today, what you'll speak with the interviewer? He's unknown guy, right? 2 months I'll be making interaction with you, 2.5 months, and just 1 hour you sit with that person. Okay, understand? This 2 hours your practice to crack the interview, sitting with that unknown person and giving the answers, accurate answers, so that you get a job. So build your career in a proper format, learn. It's not that, right? Because this what we're teaching this interview, which will help you in the lifelong. Why? Because you're going to switch your companies, definitely will switch it. You want 100% hike. If today your salary is 10 lakhs, after 2 years you'll see I want 15 lakh salary. So this is all important for you. and this material will help you lifelong for your interview supports. Okay, so understand that and just go with the flow. If any queries, anything, please reach out to me. Okay. Okay, guys. Anything else I can help you? Anything else I can help you? Any questions? Any doubts?
I have a question, sir. So should I have to inform my organization about the classes, like how to enroll? Could you please repeat that for me?
No, why you need to go your organization? This is a private one, right?
Yeah,
This is a private training you're taking, right?
but my consultancy have shared this contract, so
Okay,
I'm
fine.
not
You
sure.
can go and
Yeah,
talk to them. You can go and talk to them, and you can call this
sure.
person. They are if they have consultancy have shared you this number. Definitely, institute's folks might have contacted them. So you call these
Okay,
people. These people will guide you, and they'll make a interaction with your consultancy people. So
okay.
whatever
To whom
queries you
should
have,
I
you can
have to
reach out to
call?
them.
Yeah.
You can call it.
I
You can
mean, to
directly
whom should I
call.
have to call?
You call
May I
to
know
this number.
where I can find out this numbers? Okay, got it. Gotcha.
I am
Got
giving you
it.
a screen. You're able to see my screen, right? That's why I
Yeah, I can
told take a
see.
photo of this and note
Yeah,
these
sure.
numbers. Okay,
Sure.
and
Gotcha,
call
gotcha.
them. They will
Thank you.
reach out to you with all the details, whatever details
Yeah,
you want, right? How
thank
to
you.
enroll. Okay, what is the timing? How do you get these notes? How do you get these videos? And all that
Okay.
information they'll share with you.
And
Okay.
these sessions are recorded as well, right? Like,
Yes, yes,
I'm
it is
just
recorded.
making
You'll
con.
get this video as well. This
Yeah,
will
thank you.
go. This will mostly go to YouTube, or you'll get it in your drive. They'll be
Classes.
share a drive location. You can get
Okay.
this video from there.
Sure, sure. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. That's it. Thank you, sir.
Maybe this will go in video live in sometime in YouTube, or it will come in your drive. Okay, fine.
Yeah,
Any
thank you, sir.
questions, guys? Any more questions?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello. Yeah,
Yes, yes. Go
can
ahead. I'm able to hear. Yes, I can hear you.
yeah, where we can use the repositories
Which repositories?
in GitHub? We are using repositories, right?
Yeah, GitHub will use in GitHub account, right? You have a GitHub account, right? You open a GitHub account. That repositories will be created in GitHub account. See, this is how
Okay.
you create a GitHub account, free account, and you'll create a repositories. All the repositories you can create from your GitHub account from here. You have all the GitHub repositories from here, right? You can go to here, you'll get
Yes.
a number of repositories you can create from here. It's free, guys. That's why I'm
O-
telling, right? No cost is involved. Only your cloud cost little bit will come, but not that too. In a month, hardly 100, 150 rupees. That too, not in the initial
Okay.
days. In the later stages, when you use little bit more infrastructure, that it will come. But mostly it will come 150, 100 rupees in a month. That you can afford it easily. Okay, 150 rupees is not a big deal,
Okay.
right? You can pay it. Any more questions,
Yes.
guys? Someone raised it. How can I get the notes and recorded CMV? You'll get once you register this course, and when you speak to institute folks, right? They'll give you a drive. They'll be give you a drive, and they'll give you one your recorded videos as well. All that will be here. You can get it from there. Whatever you want, you can get it from there, right? Daily videos will be the drives. Your G drives will be given. G drives access will be given. In that access, you'll have all this, right? They'll share it via email access. So once you register, they'll give it. Okay, G drive access will have notes, recorded videos, documents, everything will be there. You can get it from there. Any more questions, guys? Any more thing I can help you? Anywhere I can help you? Any questions? Anything else? Okay, guys. So reach out to institutes folks. They'll give you a timing, they'll give you a schedule. Okay, mostly from tomorrow or day after tomorrow it will start, maybe Monday, I believe. Tomorrow Sunday, right? So tomorrow Monday it will start. In case you have any queries you want to ask personally, reach out to these folks. They'll have a conference call with me, and you can ask all your queries. If you feel something personal you want to ask, you don't want to put it here, you want some other queries are there, reach out to us. Okay, feel free, call them. They're very friendly. You join, you don't join, doesn't matter. Just call them, get the course content, at least get the recording videos, get the notes, right? So whatever you want, please reach out to them. They'll give you all the details. Any more queries, guys? Any more I can help you? Anything I can help you?
So, so when will we get this recording video?
After, like, it will take, right? Once this recording stop, it will take some 15-20 minutes to convert that recording into .mp4 or mp3, right? Then only going to open in your
Okay.
things, right? So it will take 15-20 minutes, and after that thing they'll start uploading, because it will take, now it is almost 2 hours videos, right? So it will take some time to upload in YouTube or in the drive. So it will take some time, but they'll share it to you. If you have registered, right, you have registered with that register form initially, they'll have email IDs, definitely they'll send it. Or simply call this number, better you call it. If you want early, call this one, call to this
Okay.
number or WhatsApp it. That is also fine, no need to call. If you want to WhatsApp it, they'll reach out to you. Okay. Okay guys, then if you have any more queries, happy to help you. If no queries, let's take a pause and welcome, in case you want to proceed with us, right? So see you soon with the DevOps journey. Okay, your DevOps and AWS journey. We'll see you soon. Any more queries, happy to help you. I'm here for more 5-10 minutes, and we'll stop it here. Anything else? Okay. And one thing, is there in WhatsApp group where we can get communication? Yes, your institute people will have a WhatsApp group. They will do a communication daily. Okay. I'll be available in the sessions for your all your doubts. Even if you have doubts mid of the day, contact us. We are here to help you. Mid of the day, wherever you're doing it, anything, definitely we'll open a session for you. We'll have a screen sharing. We'll do that work. Okay. Anytime you feel any doubt is there, you're practicing something, you're getting some doubt, reach out to us. We are there. Also, we'll have some doubt sessions, separate doubt sessions, so that you guys can clarify all your doubts in one place, right? We'll have that kind of a sessions as well. Any more things, guys? Any more I can help? Okay,
All
I
right.
believe no more questions. Yes, someone is speaking. Go ahead.
We are using Windows operating system. We need any advanced for Linux, sir?
No, no, that is what you're not going to learn. You're not going to do in your laptop. Everything you're
Okay.
going to learn on this. You have Amazon, right? That's why I told you require this Amazon. Sorry, AWS. AWS is required. It's AWS will doing everything. All will doing here. Everything you'll be doing from your AWS account only. I'll tell you how to sign in, how
Okay.
to create this account as well. This is a free account. Initially 1 year it will be free. By that time you'll complete your course, right? So no need to worry about your cost and everything, right? So this will be free. But how to make use of this AWS without paying any amount, I'll tell you. Okay. This is where you
Okay,
create
sir.
all your machines, all your infrastructure. So no need of your laptop. Even if you have a basic laptop, it's fine. You didn't require a high configuration laptop anyway. We're not going to disturb your laptop. Laptop will not be disturbed. Any more
Okay.
any more questions? If no questions, let's take a pause. Okay. Reach out to Institute Spoke, and they'll give you a new link for from Monday, I believe. They'll be giving you a new link for joining this course. Okay. Okay, guys. Then thank you. Have a good day. See you on the course. Right.
Thank
Make
you, sir.
sure you explore this journey. Exploration is very important, guys. You join, you don't go anywhere you go. Any technology you learn, explore this one. If you don't explore, is no use, right? You have to explore this one. This is what your work. My work is done. Now your work will start. If before you start this course, how do you explore it? That is important, right? So understand and take it, right? Now the openings are starting. Openings are going to start in next 1 to 2 months, because the recession is done. Now the openings are going to start. US market is coming up now. Slowly the jobs will start. So be prepared for your interviews and complete your courses. Okay, fine. Okay then, guys, have a good day. See you on the course day, right, where we start the class. Have a good day. See you on that day. Bye bye. Take care. Thanks for joining this course. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.